done in a little bit. Okay, here I am, here we are, ready to go, I think. Let me just make sure this is doing good. Hello? Yes, okay. I just want to make sure my levels were doing okay. Because you know how it goes. You don't check your audio levels, you end up with the audio being not correct. So, let me get Twitch app up on my phone. We'll get started in like 2.5 minutes. My secret technique, my new trick technique, putting the controller cable underneath my legs and so that it doesn't get in the way and get crowded with the rest of my wires that are, you know, in precarious positions around my computer. That could come loose at any moment. No. Hey Conquer, it's going good. How's it going for you? We are about to get started in about like a minute and a half now. We're going to get moving with today's stream. I just realized I am missing a vital component of today's stream. Let me go get it in the minute that I have left. Hold on. I know I put it somewhere where it was close by so I have access to it right away. What is it that I'm referring to while I'm playing the pronoun game here? Well, I will tell you as soon as we get started. But it is very helpful, or it will be very helpful today. So just be aware of that. Okay, let's put my headphones back in. Excuse me. Let me put this open to the correct section. Let's see, where are we here? No. Bean collecting, no. Hidden badges from enemies, no. Bean stones, here we go. That's what I want. Bean stones and beanlets. Doing alright, woke up from a nap half an hour ago. Nice, nice. Always good to get a little nap in where you can. I usually don't have too much time for napping myself, but I wish I did. Can't wait until one day when I have great-grandchildren, when they finally put afternoon siestas in as required breaks in work in the United States. If it ever happens. I'd be down for that. An afternoon siesta sounds fantastic. Of course, they already do that in places in Europe. In Italy, they have a 2-hour lunch break. so they go to work at the same time as you know, most shifts in the United States. But then they go home to their families for lunch for 2 hours, and they take a nap, and then they go back to work for like 5 more hours or 4. So it's actually sounds kind of nice. I would kind of rather do that, to be honest. And I get the idea of, oh, I don't want to go home because then I won't want to go back to work. But it's like, yeah, but you're also going to be sitting at work in the afternoon slump dying because you're tired. And that 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock is brutal no matter who you are if you've had to work since like 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. So, it's, yeah. Really needed it. Got around 4.5 hours of sleep today since you had to wake up really early to take your sis to the train station. Oh, okay, yeah. I can definitely see why it was needed then, yeah. Well, hopefully it went over uneventfully for you so that you could get some extra rest and be nice, rested, and good to go. Hey Nitro, how's it going? You have a theory. Elon Musk is just a messenger for an alien race to show us how far we are from being truly intelligent. But then the bits of humanity have creeped in and he started smoking weed on a radio station and, you know, doing things that Tesla generally doesn't want him doing because capitalism. Speaking of capitalism, let's see what kind of capitalist industry the Bean Bean Kingdom is. Okay, so I've just realized something, and this is going to be the intro because why the hell not? I've just realized that the 2 pictures I've taken for Mario and Luigi's passports are the 2 steps to dabbing, and now I want to kill myself because I'm not supposed to make a meme like that. I'm not 8 years old. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, the Stream Edition. Last time, we cleaned up the Bean Bean Castle after it was attacked by Cacletta and her foul minions. And then we went into Chucklehuck Woods to get the Chocola Reserve so that we could rescue Queen Bean from a disgusting worm that was eating her from the inside out. And today, well, we have to go to Woohoo University because we have to go deal with Cacletta. But before we do that, let's go do some side quests. Because we picked up a couple of them last time. We picked up the Beanlets quest and we picked up the Bean Stones quest. So now we're going to go do both of them. I forget exactly where all the Beanlets are, but I do remember this one specifically because it always tripped me up the first time. Usually they're up on like rooftops and stuff, so you gotta kinda, you see these red awnings, you gotta high jump onto them so you can grab them. So, that's usually what you gotta do. Which building was it that I wanted to go in again? I think there's a building around here that has some hidden blocks. It's this one, yep. So you got a mushroom there, so now we gotta make the room horizontally symmetrical. And then we gotta make it vertically symmetrical. There it is. Okay, it's not exactly vertically symmetrical. It's close enough. Point is we got 3 more Who Beans, so that's good. Oh, and there's a beanlet up there. That's number 3. There's 5 total, and I think we have all the ones on this side of town now. So let's head this way and see what we can find. Again, looking for red awnings, because that's usually where they're hiding. Not here, though. There's one. I think the last one is up here. If I had to guess or remember. And you could get up here without doing a high jump. You could just end up going like this and then coming out this side all the way over here past the Photoshop. But, well, we did it the long way because we were running around getting the other ones anyway. You're the gentleman with the beanlets, right? Here you go. I did, yes. They weren't actually that hard to find, honestly. But, I mean, if you can't high jump, you wouldn't have been able to get them all, so. Well, I'm glad you're glad, so. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you. So for getting all of the beanlets back, we get a golden mushroom from this gentleman. So that's very good. Now, for la pièce de résistance, let me see if I can do this. Hold on. I'm going to click off the emulator for 3 seconds. Let me see. Add scene. Is it display capture? No, I don't think so. I think it's media source. Hold on. No, it's not because I don't have an existing one. Where is my camera? Where is my webcam? Display capture? No. I should have researched this before starting the stream. Window capture, emulator, that's not it. I would have thought it was display capture. But apparently I was wrong. That's for chat and follow alerts. Alright, I have no idea how to add my webcam in here, so I'll just tell you. I was going to show you what I have here, but I dug out ye olden Prima official strategy guide for Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I have it in my hand here. You can hear the pages flicking. This shit cost me $15 back in 2003. Where did I get that kind of money when I was 12? Anyway, so the strategy guide covers pretty much everything you need to know about the game, like where all the items and stuff are. It gives you hints at where the hoop beans that you can get in hidden blocks are. It tells you all the hidden items you can get, a bunch of different secrets and that sort of stuff. It goes through the whole game as a walkthrough as well. But the main thing that it has is pictures of exactly where you will uncover the beanstones that we need to uncover for this side quest. So I'm going to reference these pictures so that I don't have to go find them by hand. You can find them by hand. All you got to do is do this and have Mario run around town as a mini-me, and eventually he'll, let me see. So we want to go towards the equipment shop, which is up here. And if you have Mario kind of running around up here, you'll see here, he's got the little exclamation point above his head. Now the exclamation point, if you're close, see right here, how it is where he is here, that means I'm right on top of the beanstone. So let's make him stand on top of it again, swap back to Luigi, have him hammer, and then have Mario hammer, and there we go. Got one. Mono's been hacked by the FBI again. Yeah, it probably appeared that way, didn't it, when I was, you know, switching off windows and stuff like that. Either way, you were like, what? Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to show off my fancy paper strategy guide from the old days to, you know, carbon date myself on the internet because, of course, but, oh well, that doesn't matter. It was worth a shot, but I'm not going to spend more than a couple of minutes trying to find it. This next one should be, like, right here, I think. Basically, yeah, right here. Why don't we, line ourselves up a little better. There we go. Yeah, that's true. I could put it in the Discord when I'm done. I might just do that. Just take a picture of it and show off my old strategy guide. Okay, this one's in the southwest corner. So if we do this, it should be like right around here. There we go. That should be 4, because that's all the ones on this page. Next page, there's one more on the west side of town. It is back up by the equipment shop. This is not the only time we're going to be using Mini Mario in this episode, by the way. We have more plans for Mario's miniature adventures today, but we'll get into those when we get to them. There are 5 beanstones on each side of town, and we just got the 5th one, so we're done on this side of town. Now we just need to take Mario over here, have him wander around the east side of town, and find, there's one. I should just keep hammer on for both of them, really. I shouldn't keep switching back to jump. At least while I'm here, I should, like, do that, because I'm only putting Luigi in front when I'm ready to use the hammer on him to get him to Luigi Dunk. I think there's one, like, here somewhere? Yeah. I'm saying I think. I could just look at the page instead of doing it from memory, but, yeah. So there's that one. Next one is over this way. Not quite there. Hang on. There we go. And let's see, we got that's 8. The 9th one is over on a ledge, and then there's a central northern building, it says, that we need to go look at. So, we'll do that. Is it this one? No, it's the building up here, I'll bet. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think I can high jump with Mario like this, so let's just get up there first. There we go. Now we just gotta find it over here somewhere. There it is. Alright, let's do that. There we go. That's number 9. And then the last one should be up here somewhere. I think it's right around... Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Right over here, I think. Yes, this looks correct. So we want to go like this, and then... Oh, I think I was right on top of it there. Yep. And that's it! All 10 bean stones. So now we can go hand them over to the scientist, and he can go do whatever he's gonna do. We'll let Luigi hand these ones in, because he kind of did most of the work getting them, so... Yes, we have! Well, good. Perhaps. Yeah, I think that would be nice, actually, yeah. Well, let's take a look. What do you got? And this one is a little bit better of a reward than just a golden mushroom that I'm never going to use. In this case, we get the Brothers Rock, one of the best accessories in the game, at least for now. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to give it to Mario, actually. So let's do it like that. So the Bean Badge gives us plus 6 BP and plus 8 power. The Bros Rock gives us plus a lot more. It gives you plus 20 BP and plus 20 power. So it's pretty obscene at this point, and I'm not sure if really you need to have something this strong at this point, but I'm gonna use it anyway because we just got it. I might as well. As for Luigi, well, he's not going to be left behind in terms of badges for very long. He did get the Greed Wallet last time, so that kind of helps him a little bit, but we're going to go get him another badge in just a minute. There's a couple of things we can go do right now that we have access to Mini Mario and Luigi Dunk. One of them is over here. We're going to explore the entirety of the Bean Bean outskirts later. It's going to be something I do before we go through a certain desert area, if you know what I mean. There's a Chuckle Bean underneath that sprout, just in case you didn't know about that. Look for those sprouts anywhere in the overworld because there's Chuckle Beans underneath them. But we need to send Luigi underneath this fence and let him go on a solo adventure. All completely underground because why not? No, I was just doing that to show that you can transition between screens and even into caves with Luigi being completely underground. I'm not sure if you're supposed to, because as you can see, the music didn't change. I didn't know that part. I did know you could transition between screens without Luigi coming up above ground, but let's let Luigi go on a little solo platforming adventure here. There are several of these little platforming challenges to take on over in the overworld, so we're gonna try to take on a couple of them today before we head off to Woohoo University. Gotta be properly prepared before we go take on an evil warlock or sorceress or whatever the hell she's supposed to be. As long as she doesn't start doing time compression, I think we'll be okay. Hello there. Awesome, so we've completed the course. And for completing this course, we get a golden mushroom. Not great, but I'll take it. Now let's go to the next one. So, Mono, want to give me your credit card info? Of course, here's the info for the credit card, the social security number, the 3 numbers on the back. No, I do have a fun fact for you guys, though, concerning credit cards and stuff like that, and credit card info. One time I had an expired debit card, and I cut it up when it was expired and everything like that, but instead of throwing it in the garbage, I scattered the pieces around the alleyway behind my house to see if anybody would bother picking them up. I don't remember if anyone actually bothered picking them up or not, but I don't remember finding that, so... Of course he hits Luigi. Of course he does. That's okay. But as you saw there, Mario's got a little icon next to his HP there. That is from the Parasol Pants, because the Parasol Pants now give him defense up. So he'll have defense up for the for 4 turns at the beginning of battle. You need to buy a thermonuclear bomb off eBay. It's only $245. Oh boy. I don't know how you're gonna... Are you sure that that's reputable? And yeah, I guess that could be a ripoff. You could easily get it for under 200. Maybe you can bargain with the guy selling it. Give me the info around McDonald will come back from the dead and live in your house. That's fine. I don't live there anymore, so... Remember some of these sections were a little... Yeah, I remember them being pretty difficult for some of them as well. In particular, I think the one in the last area is pretty difficult, so we'll have to check that out. Anyway, I did a high jump there because we have a new enemy to fight, Lackey P. So we're gonna fight him. It's basically a Kichu. He shoots out sharp peas for you to smash. Oops. I probably could have smashed that one a little bit better. Why don't we practice knockback bros, since Mario's already advanced on those? And because Mario is the attacker there, technically the one that made contact, he deals quite a bit more damage than Luigi would have at this point, but don't worry, we'll fix that in just a moment. I just need to go up here first. I'll grab that while I'm here, and there's no Lackey P following me around. I might as well. There we go. Got to get a few Chuckle Beans together anyway, so I may as well grab them while I can. Are there any more on this screen? I'm actually going to look now, just to see what I can find. We'll explore a little of the Bean Bean outskirts. How about that? As you can see here, though, Woohoo University is just south of us, so we're going to be coming back this way in just a little bit, just a couple of minutes, and we'll head there, and then we can stop Cackletta. Think you can get it for 50 bucks if you really look for it, then why spend like 5 times the price for it? Yeah, you gotta look a little harder for it there, Nitro. Although I understand why you would want to, just get the first one that you see. If you go on there, it's a lot easier to take if it's someone else's money you're spending. I mistimed that one too. I keep mistiming these things for no apparent reason. I should have not done what I just did, but I can take care of it now. Hey, I can even still one-shot them with Luigi. Not bad. In a minute, that won't be a problem, like I said, but for now, it's a bit of a problem. I would like to get together a bunch of Woo Beans, though, if I can, because they will be useful to us in the near future. And north of us is Teehee Valley. We can't get into Teehee Valley yet, if I remember right. Yeah, there's a Super Hammer Rock. There's a Super Rock in the way. Does that say it? There it is. Because it was a Super Rock Slide, the route is impassable. Come equipped with Super Hammers if you hope to get through this way. So, sorry, I spoiled it like 2 seconds before they were going to tell us. We need Super Hammers in order to get through that little section there. Off that way is the beach. We're not going to go there yet, but if we go like this, right here... What the hell is this thing? A bean fruit? Well, I don't know what to do with that for right now, so I guess we'll just hold on to it. I forget if we can do anything with this right now. I don't think so. There might be a Chuckle Bean up here, though. Oops. Not up there. Hello, sir. Oh, did you? You were a tricky bean, huh? Tickle your friends from behind when they had water in their mouths? Ah, okay. Wonder why he's mentioning that to us specifically right now. Well, you may have seen it there. There's a water spout over here that we can overhydrate Mario with, but we can't actually get him to spit the water out directly in front of him onto these sprouts here yet. So we can't do anything with it right now. But just remember this place for later. We'll be coming back here when we actually explore the whole overworld, because when we can get into Teehee Valley later, we will have reason to go and explore everything. But for now, let's go through this secret area over here. I forget if I knew where this place was when I first played the game. I'm not 100% sure, but this one's a mini Mario course, so let's take Mario through it and see what he can do. I remember dying to a couple... Well, see, it's not really dying, but like if you get hit by one of these Potaboos or anything like that, or not Potaboos, what are these things called? Sparkies? I forget what they're called in canon to the Mario universe, but if you hit the spikes or anything like that, you gotta start the course over again at a certain checkpoint, so... Anyway, we completed the course. Thank you, sir. A 1-up mushroom I'll never use. That's not really useful. MCR, why'd you bother going all the way over here just to do this? Couldn't you have done it when we were in the grinding? Not so fast. We can go up here through a secret passage. And if you follow it all the way over to the right, and then chat with this mole, we get another reward. One that's actually worth it this time. The high-end badge. Very nice. So we got a 1-up mushroom, a golden mushroom, and, you know, a couple golden mushrooms and some halfway decent equipment out of this whole venture, so that's not bad. And in case you're thinking, oh, I can separate the bros here, no, you can't. You need a high jump to get out of here, so. But anyway, the high-end badge, let's take a look at that. It's a badge that I'm going to equip on Luigi. So right now he's got 12 power and 2 BP, and with the high-end badge, well, it lowers his power down by 12 points there. It increases his BP quite a bit, so it gives him, it would be 12 BP total, above what he usually has. But it also gives him the power up status, so it's just like defense up. It boosts your power by, I think, 50% for the first 4 turns of battle. So it's really nice, and it's going to be better and better with every level that he gets, with every bit of power that he gets. So now both the bros have good badges for... When do I get another badge anyway? I get another spike badge later, so I can add to this one, but in terms of actual badges that I'm going to equip outside of situational use, I don't get another badge in my notes that I'm going to equip on the brothers until the end of the game. Great. Fantastic. So they're going to serve us for most of the rest of our adventure. Yes, Hidden Passage a la Super Mario Bros. 1. Yep. That was a hidden passage basically similar to the one that was in World 1-2 in Super Mario Bros. 1. You could go up and around and all the way down to a warp pipe section that would allow you to go to worlds later on in the game. So like you start in World 1, and World 1-2 is where the warp pipe section is, and there are several of them that you can get to in the game, but this one's the first one that you can get to in the game. And you can warp to World 2, 3, or 4, and it helps quite a bit with speedrunning, so it's, if you don't feel like playing the whole game, you don't have to. I'm just going to avoid the swarms. I don't think they're really all that good for experience and stuff, so... I will not avoid the Chuckle Beans, though, because I do need them, so... Pretty soon we'll be able to actually put them to work for us. Hopefully those swarms don't, you know, jump on me while Luigi is underground, because that would just be not good. I think you can get another bean fruit here as well. I forget if it's on the left or right. When in doubt, go left. Okay, that wasn't it. Nope. Maybe I'm... Okay, I can check. Hold on. I think I can check. Aha, there it is. So it's right here. So yeah, in case you're wondering, if there's anything hidden in the ground anywhere that you're not 100% sure about, just use Mini Mario, because just like the guy was saying when we were doing the Beanstones quest, he can find them because he can sense things underground for some reason when he's Mini Mario. Probably because he's closer to the size of the ancient Beanish folk. I don't know. I'm sure it makes sense in the lore somewhere. We can go this way. Why the hell not? Let's see what's over here. Looks like a Parabini. Let's see how good our new badges are now that we've got all this going. Go for it, Mario. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. I don't even need to do bros attacks anymore. Fantastic, that really helps. Well, we can't get through here just yet, but we can go over here and send Luigi on another adventure. So let's go send him under here so he can unlock the gate for us, and then we can go explore it together. Oops. Hit it, Luigi. There we go. Watch that swarm like pop right underneath me as I'm... Oh, there he is. He was trying to fake me out, but I am the master of fake-outs. I tricked you. You didn't trick me. Well, that one almost tricked me, though. But now the gate's open, so basically what we did is we just interconnected a section of the Bean Castletown outskirts, which will allow us to move around a little easier when we actually explore the whole area, so... Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, if you tried to come here before, those guys wouldn't let you pass. They would have said something like, "Oh, well, you're not eligible or capable to pass or anything like that, so you can't." But now we can. Haha. I'm gonna practice knockback bros again. just to try to get it to level up. Knockback Bros is one of the moves that I prefer using in terms of the Bros moves I use for damage. We currently have, well, really we have 2 of the 3 that I like using for damage myself at this point. We have Splash Bros and we have Knockback Bros, and I like using both of those throughout the game, just because Splash Bros has a lot of utility with its advanced command, and Knockback Bros is just really powerful for the vast majority of the game. Just it's one hit, but it's a big hit. There's 2 more that we'll get that I actually use later on. One of them will replace Splash Bros as my damage dealing attack that Mario uses, and then another one will be a situational one that you use, and I usually use it in boss fights to make the boss fights go a little bit quicker. So now I think if I remember right, the new enemy here, Troupies, they only get damage by jumping attacks, so you gotta be kind of like that. Whoa. And they can also heal themselves. So their defense command there, basically you just want to jump on them, and then you're essentially playing like a back and forth, like you're playing tennis with their shell there. They'll hit other enemies and then deflect back towards you, but they'll only ever hit other enemies once total. So we can't practice Knockback Bros here because, well, it doesn't really work. So let's just do this and see if we can get rid of them. Which probably means I should have left the Parabini alive so I could practice Knockback Bros, but nobody ever said I had to be the font of efficiency here. I try to be the font of efficiency in real life, but sometimes it doesn't work. Same thing in these video games. I try to be the font of efficiency, but sometimes it just ain't working for me. And that's okay. Alright, let's head down here. We can skip a bunch of the enemies if we go this way. And I think... I want to say there was a warp pipe around here somewhere. Oh, there's a Chuckle Bean right here that I can grab while I'm thinking about it. I might as well explore this whole screen. We're already here, we may as well. How are we doing on Chuckle Beans while I'm thinking about it? 27, okay, we can go make another blend at Ye Old Star Beans Cafe, so that's good. We'll go do that after we're done at Woohoo. It ain't no rush. It's not like the game's going to be over when we're done at the Hooniversity. Spoiler alert, Cackletta is not going to be completely defeated when we're done at the Hooniversity. Like, I don't even think that's really that much of a spoiler, because it's like, well... Like, did you really think this far into the game that the bad guy would be defeated already? I mean, I know it's a Game Boy game, but, like, that's short even for a Game Boy game. The Troopy mechanic you explained also made its way into partners in time with an item you can use in battle. That's the Koopa Shell item that you can use in battles, right? Because, see, in the later games in the Mario and Luigi series, they replaced the Bros attacks with item attacks. They're the same thing, essentially. Both of the brothers combine their attacks using... It's just that they use items in order to do it, like Fire Flowers, Koopa Shell in this case, or items that are exclusive to that Mario and Luigi game. So... you know, it's basically the same thing. It's just stylized differently, that's all. Man, 66 power at this point with Mario. That's pretty impressive, and 63 defense with Luigi ain't bad either. So, but he'll be getting even more defense this time if we get a drop from one of the enemies in the Hooniversity. So, speaking of which, we're here. The Hooniversity is just down the beach here, but let's grab these first. Not that I need the coins all that badly, but, you know, we might as well. We'll need coins. When will we need coins? Let me see. We need coins before the second to last dungeon in the game and before the last dungeon in the game at this point. Everything else we're going to be picking up, we don't need to buy... Actually, no, we do need to buy some stuff after... Not this dungeon, but the next quote-unquote dungeon. Like the section of the game after we're done with the Hooniversity. After that one. So 2 sections later, we'll need to purchase some stuff, but not yet. I know that was confusing, I apologize, but basically, we don't need these coins for a little while yet, so don't worry about it too much if you don't have a lot and you're playing alone. What's with all the shingles falling off the roof? Has this place been, like, abandoned or something? I thought people actually went to school here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just do research here. I don't know. Yeah, that was it. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Just making sure I remember. Yeah, I haven't played I think I mentioned it already, but I haven't played any of the games past Superstar Saga and the Mario and Luigi series. I know Bowser's Inside Story is really good. I have no real impression of Partners in Time because I only got to play it like one time with my cousin. So I haven't. I have played one other game in the Mario and Luigi series, but only for like half an hour or something when I was at a cousin's house one time. So I have no idea whether they're good or not. I heard up to Bowser's Inside Story, all three of them were good. With Partners in Time being slightly less good, but still good. And then after that, it sort of depends on the person, I guess. But I don't know. Ooh, spooky music. This place might be abandoned. Let's take a look. Luigi, is that a stampede? We should probably move. Now, why would all the researchers want to run out of this place? Probably because Cackleta's here, but let's find out for sure before we, go out and assume anything. You know what the word assume means. Sir, are you okay? Oh, no, they're already here. And that's not good either. You having a seizure or something? Dude, you're supposed to keep your neck elevated? What the hell is that thing? Whatever it is, it's attacking us. Okay, then. So this is another new enemy, Laser Sniffit. It is exclusive to the University area there. It's the first new enemy that you'll face here. And we have to kill it! Great. Your savior is here, guys. I'm here to, help all the people around here by murdering them. Absolutely. When you really think about it, some of the stuff in this game is a little dark, but I mean, it's a Mario RPG. If you dig hard enough, you'll find dark stuff in the game anyway, so. Well, what you need to know is we need to get in, I believe it's right through there. We need to get to that room that's right in the center of the screen there at some point. But in order to get there, well, we'll see in a moment, but we got to go all the way around all these different places, specifically to that location right there. So we'll go do that in a moment. Let's just check around here first, see what we can find. Some syrup, a super mushroom, nice. Is this the part where you make the room symmetrical? Yep. There we go. I remembered that hidden Hoobine. Partners in Time was good from what you remember. Can't say anything about Bowser's Inside Story since you never played it. That's fair. That's fair. We'll check it out at some point, maybe. We'll see. I'll have to think about it because, I could just play the first three, honestly. I'm not real keen on playing the other ones because I can't really access any beyond Bowser's Inside Story, if I remember right, because I think after that they started putting them on the 3DS, and like I said before, I can't run Citra on my computer. I could try on a new computer at some point, but that would require me to get a new computer, and I don't know when that's going to happen, so. Okay, what does this button do? Ah, okay, so it closes or opens that mirror, it looks like? This looks like a sun door, or one of those doors from the, from Skyrim and the Draugr Ruins. What does this button do? Ah, okay. So we couldn't go over there before because of the electric fence, but now we can get over there. So now we can hopefully figure out how this whole sun door thing works, maybe by going this way. So let's go do that. Of course, this place is crawling with Sniffits, but that's, to be expected. Let's grab a Chuckle Bean while we're at it. Gotcha. Oh, and there's another new enemy that we can fight here. What do we got? Yo Bro. So the red yo-yo that he has there is, well, it's red, so it's going to hit Mario. The blue one will hit Luigi. I don't know if they're going to get a chance to attack me in this battle, though. We'll have to see. It depends kind of on whether or not they wake up from their stun before I murder all of them. Okay, one of them did. So he will, it's basically what you can see there. They'll use the, they'll flip the yo-yo around in their hand, they'll twirl it, and then they'll shoot it at the bro that they are color coordinated towards, so it's not too bad to dodge. Apparently they have a decent chunk of HP though, so I probably should have hit these guys with knockback bros. Yeah, they got like 45 it looks like. There's no real special timing to that one, you've got plenty of time to see it. I'm probably still going to get hit by it at some point, but, And basically, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You can dodge it. If I can dodge it, you can dodge it. Okay, these guys aren't too bad. For the laser sniffets for dodging their attacks, if they stand about one brother's length distance away from you like that, they're shooting at you and you need to jump. There's another version of that attack that they do where they will stand directly on top of you and they'll shoot at you, and that one is going to be shot at level with you, so you don't need to jump at all. You just stand still and it'll pass over you harmlessly. So that's how that works. Let's get rid of that guy. I did 2 knockback bros in the last battle, so let's not do one this battle. Let's just see if they're standing right on top of you like that. Just stand still. It'll go right over you. I'm getting quite a few mushrooms too out of this, so whoa. Pardon me, personal space, sir. Okay, so this time we'll hit the Yo-Bro with the knockback bros so that he can get damaged real well, and we'll kill these guys with Mario because he can actually deal enough damage to murder them in one hit. If only Jaeger was here, he could bark at them and kill them in one hit. No, probably not. I always thought that was a cool concept, though, that Earthbound did. I think it was specifically in Mother 3. Unless, no, I think Earthbound had it as well, where you get a party member that's like a dog, one of the character's dogs. And I always thought that was a cool concept for an RPG to have, just like a character's pet be a party member. Kind of like in Persona 3, where you get Koromaru as a party member. And I guess in a way, Morgana's kind of like a pet in Persona 5, but he's more of an independent entity in that game, as is Koromaru really, but he sort of becomes adopted as the pet in Persona 3 that Cease adopts. But just a pet that they've known for a long time, you know what I mean? I always thought that was a cool idea for a thing that you can do in an RPG. Alright, so let's see. Level 5 is defense, 9 is defense, 13 is defense, so 17 will be defense, so we're doing power this level. Look at all those 4s! Let me get one of them. Damn it. That's okay. Well, as you can see there, though, Luigi's about 100 experience ahead of Mario, and he actually leveled up before Mario there. No real shock. It's not a big deal because we'll get even by the time the game's over anyway. Okay, so when you see those guys do that, they will laugh and then they'll charge up. So their next attack that they'll do will actually deal more damage than the other one. I might be able to demonstrate it, and I might want to anyway, because I think when they charge up like that, it basically gives them the power-up status that Luigi has. So they may also do multiple attacks after they charge up like that. We're gonna find out because I'm gonna leave one alive so that we can see. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. There's a sound effect attached to whether or not they're going to attack you as well. So if you hear no sound effect when they twirl their yo-yo there, they're not attacking, so you can just stop. You can just stand there because they're faking you out, basically, so. Well, you're charging up, but you're not going to get a chance to use it this time. There you go. And now Mario leveled up. Nice. Let's do some power for him as well. He gets more power than Luigi, so there probably won't be as many 4s here. I see a 1 in there as well. I think I scrolled past it. Yeah, 4 power. Nice. Good job, Mario. Alright, let's do this. Save here and save now. I had an issue, if I remember right, the last time I played on this emulator with Woohoo University, where the game sort of crapped itself. It basically had a seizure, so... And I forget where it was, and I don't know what triggered it. Hopefully it doesn't happen here. Let me just knock on wood so it doesn't happen. And also, while I'm in the menu here, I might as well use... I'll use a super syrup to fully restore Luigi's BP there. I'll use a regular syrup for Mario's as well. And top myself off on HP too, because why not? There we go. This is a new guy right here. Okay, there's actually 2 new enemies in this fight. One of them is, actually, they're both viruses, and then the other one is this guy, an Eeker. The Eeker's the one that I actually care about at this point, because he has a drop that I want to get. In terms of the other guys, these viruses are actually from the Dr. Mario games, so there's red, yellow, and blue viruses, and when you attack them, they actually change colors. So let me use Mario's hammer real quick so I can show you what happens when you get all... Basically, if you remember Dr. Mario, it was a matching game. So if you get all of the viruses of the same color, like 3 or more of them, to all be the same color, they will disappear. Now, if you do the same thing in this game, they also all disappear. So that's a quick way to kill them all off if they're being annoying in battle there. We didn't get an annoying one this time in battle. I think the annoying one, if I remember right, is the yellow one because it moves faster than the rest of them, but I'm not 100% sure about that. They're kind of erratic when they move towards you as well, so you got to be a little careful of that, because otherwise they'll jump on your head and they'll eat your brain, basically. It's not fun. Oh, 25 damage now with that power-up. Nice. Nicely done, Mario. Nicely done. Why don't we get this guy out of here since he's got the power-up. There we go. And 54 with the knockback bros as well. That's pretty good, too. Alright. Solo attacks now? That'll be good. How about not jump? Like I said, I think Hammer has a higher multiplier for Luigi, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Might as well conserve BP where I can, though. Don't want to level up knockback bros too quickly. I actually don't need the advanced version at all because I'm just going to use the normal version. The advanced version is good if you want to use like an infinite combo, because that's basically what it allows you to do, is it allows you to keep knocking Mario into the enemy over and over again infinitely, with diminishing returns on damage, but still infinitely. But, excuse me, we're not going to take advantage of that, so I was kind of hoping one of you would fall on him, but okay, we'll just do that. There we go. The timing for when to hit the viruses there is a little bit weird, and sometimes I find it difficult to actually do it. But basically, the first time they're moving towards you, when they first get as close as they can get to you before they back off, that's when you want to pull your hammer out, because usually by the time you're done pulling your hammer out, they'll be back towards you again and you can hammer them. I've gotten lucky so far, but that might change at some point here. Okay, so if you excuse me, if you kill the viruses, you can't do the little thing that kills all of them at once. So at that point, you might as well just kill the other one with like a bros attack or something. I forget if killing them by the Dr. Mario method actually gives you experience or not, because we got refreshing herbs there, and I'm pretty sure those are their drops, but we didn't get those before. I'd have to actually pay attention to the experience, so if I wanted to know the answer to that question. Well, Mario has more BP now than he has HP. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so ideally the way that we want to go is up that way. So we're going to end up having to go down that way at some point too, but I don't know if I showed it. Basically, if we went over in that direction again, by the save point, there's a shutter door there that leads to the bottom section of the University, but we can't go there yet because the shutter door is locked. So once we unlock it, we'll be good to go. Hi there. So in case you're wondering what kind of a university is this, what research do they do here, every single block that you see in the Bean Bean Kingdom was actually made here, researched here at the university. So they have prototypes of all the different types of blocks all over the place. So this one doesn't produce coins, but it shows you what a bros block is. This one shows you what an event block is, or an item block, basically. Go up here. There are several other types of blocks that you'll see here, some of which are, I kind of think there should be a hidden block here, but whatever, are from different games as well. So this is a Paper Mario block, and they've done research on all of the different blocks from every game in the series so far as well. This one's from Super Mario 64. Yeah, that is interesting. We don't know how exactly it vanishes, because most of them don't vanish, but that one does. It just sort of implodes on itself. I believe the viruses also change their stats mid-battle if they're changed via an attack, but you don't remember. That sounds right, because it's basically 3 different types of enemies. It's not one single type of enemy with 3 colors. It's 3 different types of enemies that they can change into, so I think you're correct. I think they do change stats. Because some of them deal more damage than the others as well, so. Here's the classic one here. And this one is the one from Super Mario World. Did we ever check if it was shock absorbed? That's interesting. I don't know what they're referencing there, to be honest. Here's a new type of block that we haven't had access to just yet. There's actually 2 of them in this room here. So this is a rally block, and I'll demonstrate it in just a moment, but basically what you want to do with it is Mario, or the front guy hits it first, and the back guy hits it, and you just alternate A, B, A, B, A, B. Kind of like a Bros block, except with slightly different timing. As you hit it, you'll get coins. So at this point, I would have 9 coins, and then 10, and as you hit it more and more, the rally blocks get faster and faster and faster. The thing about rally blocks, though, is that you get 3 attempts on them, so there I would have gotten 19 coins out of it. But there are 3 attempts on every single rally block, which is a lot of attempts, so probably what I'm going to do is I'm only going to go serious for the coins on one of the 3 attempts if I find them in the field, because it's just way too many coins. You don't need that many, especially since we have the greed wallet. We're going to get so many coins we don't even need to care. This here is a random block. It's kind of like a Bros block, except instead of it being like back and forth, it's one block that is the size of 2 of the brothers, and which brother needs to jump into it will be indicated every time you hit it. It changes over time, so. Yeah, the rally blocks do get really fast as you go there. Like you could see there, it was increasing in speed as you went, so. I can usually get around 20 to 25 coins out of it without too much trouble. Once you get beyond that, it's kind of a crapshoot, so. But this one's a prototype, so like it'll do that, and then it'll switch colors. Sometimes it'll stay the same color for multiple attempts, so you just gotta jump in about this rhythm. Basically, just take as much time as you need. There is a limitation on it, but you can usually get about as many coins out of these things as a regular Bros block. So, like 20, maybe a little more. But you get the idea. So now that that's taken care of, see, it's not really a big deal there, but it's a nice little bit of world building that they did to show you kind of like, okay, here's where all the blocks actually come from, you know? Did I read this sign? I think I did. Yeah, so the sun door is up here, and then the block research room is off in that direction. Let's go see the sun door now that we've seen the block there. I think these red ones are actually pretty fast in battle, though, I want to say. Despite the fact that they're really slow out in the battlefield. Or on the regular field. So those Eekers, when they're doing the little attack that you can do a jump defense for there, they will swing their arms around up to 3 times, and then they will wiggle back and forth up to 2 times, I think it is, and then they will move towards you. They can do it less times than that to fake you out, but just be ready because they don't move so quickly that you can't just jump when you see them start moving, so it's not really a huge deal. Mario, last time you killed this guy with a jump, so let's do a hammer. Okay, I was gonna say I missed the timing, but thankfully it didn't matter. Not a well-timed hammer strike. I think you have to hit the timing at least somewhat correct, though, on your attack in order for it to change their color. But I'm not 100% sure. There we go, we got the drop I was actually looking for, so my luck today apparently is better than it was in the last episode. We got the school slacks, which is a unique piece of gear from the Eekers for Luigi there. So what will those do? Well, basically, they're a little bit better than the blue jeans here. They give him less HP, but they give him more defense, and they give him the Mario Follow ability there, which basically allows Luigi to ignore his speed and use Mario's speed instead as his speed stat, because he will always follow Mario in battle. He'll basically, before this point, it's been usually Mario, then enemies, then Luigi moving. Now it'll be Mario, then Luigi, then enemies moving. I'm going to use the school slacks. There are other cases of gear that you can equip that will allow you to ignore the speed stat entirely in the game. I'm not going to be using the ones that have the first strike ability on them, though, because that allows you to completely ignore speed in the game and just go first always in every fight, boss battles included. And that's boring. Let's make the game actually somewhat challenging for myself. I'm okay with using these ones for Luigi because it means I still have to rely on Mario's speed being high, but it's not so obscene that, like, it's, you know, overpowered. So there are several things, basically, I'm saying that I'm banning in this particular playthrough of the game to make it more challenging and more interesting. First Strike is one of them. I won't be using infinite combos from Chopper Bros or Knockback Bros there. I will... Man, that guy must not have a lot of HP. I will not also be using... What else will I not be using? The Mush Badges. So if you don't know what those are, don't worry about it. I'll make sure you know at some point. And I think there was one more thing that I can't quite remember at this point. Let's see, first strike. Infinite bros attacks, mush badges. Yeah, there's one other thing, but I can't remember what it was. So I'll just, when we get to it, I'll know. That's all you need to know. Oh, your PC just crashed. You were going to say that you remembered one enemy here, dropped a piece of equipment, but couldn't remember which one, so now you're on mobile. Yes, that is fortuitous timing unless you saw it right before you crashed, because we actually got that piece of gear right here, the school slacks, so. But yeah, hopefully you don't have too many problems on the mobile version there, Conker, because it's already given you, Twitch has already given you enough problems as it is, so. Over time, that is, you know. I don't even know why I used a jump there. I should have used a hammer. Hey, Steve. Just got home. And Luigi leveled up again. This is about where I want to be in terms of levels here, so I may start avoiding enemies at some point here. We're about halfway to the levels that I want to be at the very end of the game, so. I think the one was right there. Thankfully I scrolled past it. Okay. 56 defense. Not bad, Luigi, not bad. Okay, so there's one path over here we could go to. Ah, okay, this has got one of those new blocks, the random block. I don't know. The random block just sounds like a weird name for it. I don't know what I would have it be named instead, but it just seems like a strange name for it to be. I know it picks a brother at random every time you hit it, but I don't know. I always thought of it as something else, like a big block or something. I don't know. I don't have a particular name for it, but it wasn't random block. That's all I know. There we go. Okay. I think a rally block's up here? Nope. More Who Beans, though. That's nice. Any other random blocks here? Not random, hidden, rather. And the answer is no. Oh, you saw me get it and was going to say it, but it crashed as you were typing it out? Ah, okay. Gotcha. Well, that's no good. I'm trying to remember. Because I know there was a hidden Who Bean block here somewhere on a little path. I think it's down there, though. In that section we couldn't get to yet, so. We'll see. I'll know it when I see it, basically. Whoa. Fast boy. Fast boy. Slow down. I should have just run into him. Damn it. Gotcha. Haha! Oop, I missed the timing on that. There was a spot to dig over there, though. Okay, I'll go back. I must have missed it. Got another school slacks. Fantastic. I'll put those on Mario now. No, Mario can't wear them. I don't know if I ever said it. I kind of glossed over it, I think, when we were in the... Yeah, there it is. I missed that one. When we were buying equipment originally, the bros can equip gear that is specific to them or unibrother, basically. It's not unisex because they're both male, but some equipment like the school slacks are only able to be equipped by Luigi, and some equipment like the parasol pants are only able to be equipped by Mario. And the item will indicate that by being fully colored by the color coordination of the brother. So if it's fully red, it's only equipable by Mario. If it's fully green, only Luigi. And if it has half and half of each, it is wearable by both. So. You know what? I don't think I need that. I could demonstrate Advanced Chopper Bros while I'm thinking about it. I should be able to do it without too much trouble. Just, you know, do it. So let's try Advanced Chopper Bros while I'm here. Might as well. So you press A here. No, I missed the timing on it. That's okay. I'll demonstrate it on the other guy in a minute. Let me just get rid of that guy first. I usually don't use it all that often, but you can do this, basically. And you can do it over and over again with diminishing returns. And the timing gets smaller and smaller, the window to hit the attacks there get smaller and smaller with each use. But I don't know. I still think it's too overpowered for me to just use it, you know? So I'm not going to use it. That's the plain and simple part of it. There's a 1 in there, it looks like. Yep, passed it. Good. Now I got a 2, but that's okay. It's better than a 1. What do we got here? Generator, service room, sun door. Well, we obviously need the sun door to be working, because it doesn't look like the generator door is working just yet. Probably need to turn the lights back on before we can get anything else working. So yeah, I won't be using Advanced Chopper Bros. I just think it's too overpowered, to be honest. I'll just use the stuff that's not too overpowered, like normal Knockback Bros and normal/Advanced Splash Bros. Of course, I say that, and I've already gotten the high-end badge and the Brothers Rock, which are probably a little bit more powerful than you need to have in this section of the game. Like, the enemies are supposed to be actually difficult, and here I am one-shotting most of them, so... Excuse me. We have a new enemy in the back there. I think those are Mecha Chomps. Yeah, that's what they're called. I don't really encounter these guys all that often, so I'm not really exactly sure how to fight them, but I guess we're gonna find out, so... We'll just do it live. How about that? Hello. Okay, so color of their visor indicates which one they're gonna attack. And then just jump. Easy as that. Hello, pupper. I like how you could see the little eye under the visor when he got hurt there. I don't know if you could see that. It was only for a split second, but it was pretty good. Okay, so Sundoor release code. So here's what it is now. It's blue, red, 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 blue, red, blue, red. What it needs to be is... So you need to change one of the reds, one of the blues. This is another reason for me to use the game guide that I have right here, because it actually has both of these as screenshots in here. So let me just cheat a little bit and open this up so I don't have to actually remember it for myself. Where is the university anyway? There it is. Yeah, they've got fancy little screenies that show all of this stuff. But basically, this is what you need to have it be. And if we go up here, you'll see what we mean. So there's red and blue switches up here, and you need to hammer them in order to get them to be the correct code. So this one needs to be red. This one needs to be blue. Let's see. This one needs to be red. This one needs to be blue. And then this one needs to be completely flipped around. And this one needs to be red. Ding, 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 winner. I'm pretty sure they won't teleport out until you've actually done it correctly, so... But we've opened the sun door. Awesome. And when you have the sun door stop at certain mirrors, it will open the generator doors by them, so that's cool. Anybody else, like, try to run as symmetrically with the light as they can if they're moving up and down like this, or is that just me? Like, I always try to move directly within the, inside of the sunlight beam that comes out of the sun door there when I'm running around here. Again, maybe just me, but I don't know. Lots of viruses in here, though. I shouldn't jump on these guys. It's a good way to get somebody murdered. Damn it. Well, that's what happens if they don't, That's what happens if they, what's it called? What am I trying to say? If they hit you. So, yellow and yellow. Let me do this. Okay, that does work. Cool. Haha! Gotcha. Okay, so you do get their experience in drops even so. I like the experience that they've got there. It's just like a swap. I was thinking that you didn't get the experience if you killed them using the Dr. Mario method, but... I don't know. Hey, stand still! Okay, well that guy's like that. Sometimes it might be better as well to just simply hit them with the hammer as they're walking towards you the first time, so... Whoop. But with Luigi, sometimes that's a little difficult. Like with Mario, if they're walking right towards Mario, you can just kind of, you know, anticipate that and smack them, but... Yep, right here. Yep. I got it. I got the spots. Unless you were referring to the running in the sunlight thing, which is also a thing, yes, that I do. Okay. Well, there's a rally block here, so let's just, we'll just get like, let's say 5 coins from it the first time, or the first 2 times, then we'll be serious. Actually try to do it competitively. Okay, this time for real. Let's see how we do. Watch me like blink and like totally jump at the wrong time. It's good to practice this though, because later in the game you have to do puzzles that involve blocks that are similar to the rally blocks in terms of the way that they move, so... Oop. Yeah, 23 is usually about where I lose it, so there you go. Oh, running in the sunlight, you always tried doing it as a kid? Okay. Yep, I agree. I also always tried doing it as a kid. Oh, there's another Chuckle Bean, good. Oh, this looks a little bit different. Huh, interesting. Oh, there's another X marks the spot here. I don't know why they have them buried in the middle of the floor here, but whatever. Looks like we're going to have to go on a mini-adventure here. So let's get Mario out in front and go do that. Anything up here to get? Nope. There are some buttons to press, though, so let's go press some buttons. And we'll have to separate the brothers to do some stuff. Uh-oh. I'm trapped! Luigi, get me out of here! Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Actually, I was thinking it might have been later in the game, but it's going to be right now. The rally block thing. So you're basically going to do a rally switch puzzle here. You have to get 30 points in 25 seconds using rally blocks. So let's see how we can do. Sorry, I gotta concentrate a little bit on this one. Otherwise that happens. Some of them come at you really damn fast too, so... Like that one. Aha! Got it. Okay, and that'll open the door up so that Mini Mario can go through. So let's go do that. Grab a few items here while we're at it. And we can jump up here. And I think what you're supposed to do is jump in there. But before we do that, we need to go this way. Let me see. I think you gotta go up and around this way. Over here. And if you go down here, you may remember that there was an arrow on the wall down here. It leads to a secret room. So let's check it out. I think, yeah, there's like 5 hidden blocks here, or 4. There's like 1 here, yeah. There's 1 here. So 4 more Who Beans for us there. Very nice. I think I've gotten almost all of them in the University here. I think there's 1 more that you can get later, so. But we're not quite at that point yet, so we'll get it later. Oh, almost fell off there. Don't fall off now, Mario. Actually, I don't think you can get there specifically just yet. I think you gotta go this way. And then up there. I think, yeah, because Mini Mario can make this jump. So, let's see what we got. There we go. That's fair. This minigame can be a bit tricky if you're not focused, yeah. I agree. I agree. So if we encounter it again later, then you'll know when I'm playing that minigame specifically, because you probably won't hear too much commentary coming from yours truly. In a rare moment of me having nothing to say. Well, anyway, we got this barrel, so let's go up here. Take it here, have Mario use his hammer, and that will move the light ray to a different mirror. And take it all the way back to that shutter door that we couldn't open before. So that'll lead us to a different section of the University, so we're going to go check that out right now. Now there's another barrel, but I don't think we need that for much of anything right now. Let's head on out and up and around. You know what, actually, before I do this, again, since I had issues with the University before on this emulator, I'm going to save. Even though we just saved it this one like 2 minutes ago, I just don't want it to start. It made this god-awful noise, too, when I did it. It sounded like old Game Boy games where the internal battery isn't working anymore, and when the game crashes, it makes this, like, really loud, ear-piercing, staticky noise, and it's just awful. And I will do everything in my power to make sure that if it happens, I will click off of Visual Boy Advance as quickly as possible so that it doesn't happen in anybody's ear. So just be aware of that. If I click off for some reason really quickly, it's going to be because the game crashed and I have to reset. But just be ready. If you have your volume up really loud, I don't know why you would. I already sound pretty loud myself, I find. You might want to turn it down like a couple of clicks. Okay, so now we've got the bottom section here, and then there's only one little section there, and we'll have the sunlight from the sun door over there pushed all the way into this section and up to that door where we can get through. So let's go here, and we'll see what we can get here. Oh, more Who Beans, nice. I like more Who Beans, that's always good. Alright, let's see what we can get from the random block. Oops. It's too bad coins are so plentiful on the game, especially with the greed wallet, because it would actually make me have to try on some of these blocks, I think, if they weren't so plentiful, but yeah, you get so many coins in this game, and there's so few things to buy that it just, yeah. You don't need to worry about it, basically. Oh, okay. A little drop down. So we got a generator of some kind here. We've got another one of those switches, or rather fireball faces on the wall there. Kind of like the one that was in Chucklehuck Woods. So we're going to go and see what we can do about it. I get the feeling that's probably what we need to fix that little face thing. Let's see if we can spin past it and see what we can find over here. Ah, what does this button do? Oh, okay. Well, you can do spin jumps here to get across, or you can do high jumps to get out of it, so it's really just dependent on you, whatever you want to do. Alright, what do we got here? Little mini Mario maze. There's quite a few of these puzzles where you have to have one brother go in one direction and one brother go in another, so. This maze, I think, though, is pretty much just you can only go in one direction for right now, because of those power plug looking things that are in the way. You can't really go where you want to go just yet. You're limited in your scope. But that's okay because we just finished it, so now it will lower the little power plug things. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but it will give us a barrel, which is good. Now we can do something about that face. Okay, Luigi, smack me in the head so we can move right along here. And I'm actually going to go do something because I don't know if I can get there from here. No, I can't. Okay. And I don't think I can get there from here either. So I guess we're going this way. Whoa. Lots of enemies down here. Oops. Haha. Thankfully you can hit that guy while he's in the air, so. Damn it. Stop moving! And one for the road. There you go. Another school slacks. Damn. Getting really lucky with those. I'll practice knockback throws again. Why the hell not? Don't need the damage, but we do need the attacks, so. Okay, there's a switch here. We can't get past this crane arm just yet, so we'll work on that in a minute. But first, let's go back up this way, because I think this will lead back up to that door that was up there, if I remember correctly. So. And one for the road. There you go. And Luigi's leveled up again. Nice. I know I said I was probably going to start avoiding enemies, but I just haven't been, I guess. Maybe I will at some point, but it's not really that necessary. Then again, it's not really that necessary to fight all the enemies at this point either, but I still do that apparently. What do we got here? Okay, just a few rooms to check out down here, and then we're in good shape, so let's save. I think if I remember correctly, if you're at the bottom of a slope like the slope right in front of me right now, with like a staircase or, you know, like an inclined platform like this, if you are going up it, you can actually go up it faster if you spin up it. Yeah, you can. Okay. So in case you weren't sure about where to start when it comes to speedrunning this game, there you go. Oh, now we got another barrel. Okay, cool. Let's see, so we gotta go back this way to get back up there. So let's go do that. So basically what would have happened is if we would have hit the Luigi under the barrel and just hit this, it wouldn't have reflected directly back at this, face here. It would have reflected off the side. Excuse me. It would have reflected off the side and hit this statue and just been completely useless. But now that we have this barrel in the way, it'll reflect off this barrel and hit this gadget thingy-majiggy on the wall. So I don't know what it does, but I guess we're gonna find out. Alright, Luigi, here we go. Haha! Oh, it operates the crane. Okay. What is the crane operated to do? Oh, not again! They kidnapped my Luigi! Let's go get him back. I'm gonna save real quick as well. And let me see what my dog is getting so angry at. Hold the phone. Neighbors again, but I think they're done out there. I don't know. Yeah. What you got? Is it there? Okay. That's just the neighbors. That's just me. Alright. See? They're okay. It's alright. It's alright. Look how market that. They're okay. Okay. I need to find something for that dog to do besides bark at the neighbors. I think he needs a girlfriend. Alright, let me put the controller right here. There. Okay, we're ready again. Let's move. Let's go rescue Luigi. And potentially have to fight a few things while we're at it. Whoa! I didn't know you could jump like that. I can jump like that too, though, so... Haha. I got your number with Mario. Apparently all these guys move faster than Mario, though, so that's interesting. And let's take care of you. Go back. So yeah, Mario's got to do a little bit of fighting on his own here. He may even surpass Luigi in terms of experience if he fights too many battles, but I don't think it's really a huge deal. I might try to keep them about even on experience, so I think Mario can do like one more battle and then he'll be even with Luigi, if I remember correctly. So a couple ones in there. Hopefully I scroll past them all. Well, I got a 2. That's fine. But you want to go across the top here, because there's a couple items to grab. The jumps get excessively farther away from each other, but apparently I did it just fine this time, so... Okay, that's going to hit me right away. And that one I got to jump over. I don't know what I was saying for that first one, because it wasn't going to hit me right away if I stood still. What I was probably trying to say in my brain was that I didn't need to move, but I was apparently having an aneurysm while also saying that, so... Excuse me. Oh, there's Luigi. Oh god, not this again. I thought I was through with this when I was done with Donkey Kong. Yeah, we gotta play Donkey Kong in order to get up to rescue Luigi here. Well, You can kind of skip over some of the barrels if you jump the corner here. I don't think you can do that as much here. Oh yeah, you can. Never mind. But yeah, just wait for the barrels to come down and then hop over them. Alright, Luigi, stop monkeying around. Hey! Well, you know what to do, Mario. Hit the button. I don't know if that's going to do what I want to do. Oh, God. Poor Luigi. He's always getting dicked over by these cranes, I swear. Now we know why those walls were sloped like that. And it just so happens that he rolls directly into the button that we needed to press anyway in order to operate the sun door. And that opens the last shutter. Awesome. Well, Luigi, it wasn't pretty, but
Luigi, Mario.
We made it. And it warps you back out here, which is pretty good because otherwise you'd have to kind of walk all the way out. And it's, there aren't any enemies left now, but I would rather be warped out, actually. So, alright, back up here. There's at least one other spot where Luigi will end up fighting a few battles on his own. Yes, exactly. Yep. So there are several spots where the brothers will get separated and have to fight a few battles on their own. So if any of them are lacking in experience at any point, don't worry about it, because you'll have a chance to make it up later on in the game. So there's an even number of sections, if I remember correctly, where the brothers are by themselves. I think there's exactly the same number of times where Luigi is on his own and when Mario's on his own. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it sounds about right, because it'll give you an opportunity to even out your experience if that's the case. So either way, it doesn't matter. Really, it's not like you need to keep the experience even for any particular reason. It's just for people who have OCD like me. So now if only the DK music was playing at that part, yeah, that would have been pretty funny, yeah. Here's the last tubing that we can get here. And how are we doing now on those? We can probably make a Hoolumbian. Well, we can almost make the almost make the Hoo-Hoo blend, and I think we have enough to make the Chuckle blend and the Chuckachino. I just need a few more Woo beans in order to make the Hoolumbian. So Luigi already got a drink, so Mario will get at least probably 2 by the time all's said and done here. Anyway, we need to overhydrate Mario here, so let's read the sign. Formula for distance spitting: rear hammer, front water spit. Effective in hitting distant flames and objects with water. So in case you didn't know from before, Luigi can use his hammer to make Mario spit out little blobs of water, which in this case is useful for hitting this little electric mouse. When you hit him over there, it completes the circuit here, and that will move this fan, which moves this wire here. Or wire. What I meant to say was it moves this box, which allows us to hit this. That will move the door, and go from there. They flipped my switch on me, though, so I don't need high jump there. I do need it here, though. Yeah, you can't get out of the room without it. And remember that little puzzle for later, because they're going to use that one later on in the game as well. So even later on in the same area. So this one? Yeah, it's this one. Let's hit the switch, open it up, and open the fancy door. Alright then. Let's get inside there, bros, because meanwhile... Uh-oh. Looks like they rigged up Princess Peach's voice to a robot, or 3. Well, maybe if you'd stop monologuing, you'd give us less of a chance to get there and actually stop you before you hit the button and caused it to start. But, well, that's villains for you. They always have to monologue until the heroes have just enough time to get there, so... 22 Who Beans now. We're not doing too bad in terms of our numbers. Remember that if you open the suitcase while the brothers are separated and go into their equipment, the brother you're controlling will hold up a picture of the other brother. Yeah, they do. Remind me the next time one of the brothers is solo, Conker, if you're here, and I'll demonstrate that, because it's just a neat little thing that's like, it's cool. It's a cool in-universe thing, because it's like, well, they're not both here, so they wouldn't have both of them sitting on the screen there, you know? Anyway. Sorry, I need to take a drink of water real quick before we confront Cackletta at last. So let's go do that. Uh-oh. She actually hit the button before we got there. Oh, no. Well, that's going to be a problem. Is it supposed to be pissed off at the purest voice in the world? Because that don't look like wish granting to me. Something strange just happened, and I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, that's what I want to know. May you flee? I don't think so. Well, of course, we're the heroes. We have to show up at the worst possible moment for you. Oh, you don't, do you? How about now? I love that little move Luigi does. Just spins over and slams Fawful into the ground. Oh, are you? I don't know if you are. Well, I hope that comes with travel insurance, because you're gonna need it. And so now we're fighting Cacletta. And she's pretty difficult, from my understanding. This is probably one of the more difficult fights in the game, but, uh-oh. No, I missed that one. So the 1-ton weight that's on Luigi there indicates that he has the heavy status. So now his jumping attacks will deal more damage, but consequently his jumping on the defense will be more difficult. I have to time it more correctly. A couple of things happen there with Cacletta. When she puts her arms up, that indicates which brother is going to get hit by lightning. If both arms are up, she's going to hit both of them with lightning at the same time. If her right arm goes up, in our case, from our perspective, it's her left arm, but from her perspective, it's her right arm. If the arm that we see on her left, closer to the brothers, moves first, it's Mario, then Luigi. If it's the other one, it's Luigi, then Mario. In terms of the holes, well, don't fall in them like I did, because if you do fall in them, you end up with heavy status, which makes your dodging a little more difficult, but that's okay. We'll be fine. Alright, Splash Bros and Chopper Bros, let's do this. Or Splash Bros and Knockback Brothers. I might even use Bounce Brothers since Luigi has the heavy status. It might deal more damage. Let's see. That's not bad. Okay, so this should be like that. Yep. And then that. Basically, as soon as she puts her arm down, that's when you want to have the first brother jump, so. And I think I can cure the heavy status if I remember right, because I have a green pepper, which will cure the status, but, nah, we'll do it this way. It's more interesting, you know. I'll let the boss have this one. It's more interesting that way. Oh, we're almost done, because she's on her final phase. I agree. Let's end this, Cacletta. And if she did that right on our turn, she would be actually getting ready to use the whole attack again. But, well, it's not her turn yet, because I have Mario follow from the school slacks. Ha-ha! Okay, now it's her turn. Basically, the holes will linger directly in front of you, whoops, for just a split second, and then they will drop you into another dimension, so, like that. I apparently keep missing the timing for some reason. It's alright, though. It's not a big deal. Apparently Luigi's the only one with the status, but that's okay. Alright, Mario, let's give her one for the team here! Get out of here, Cacletta. You're not welcome in this kingdom anymore. Alright. And for defeating her, we get a lot of experience, a lot of coins, and a 1-Up Super, which, the difference between a 1-Up Mushroom and a 1-Up Super, the 1-Up Super restores you to maximum HP after reviving the character, whereas a 1-Up Mushroom only gives you, I think, 1 HP. So, it's good, but it's, again, probably something I'll never really use. If you're dying, then it's not really a good thing anyway, so. And Mario and probably Luigi have also leveled up, so let's see. This is, level 19 is BP. Let's do that. Damn it. That's okay. Yeah, you're right, there is one more attack in her arsenal that we didn't even get to show off there. She has an attack where she turns into 4 separate clones of herself, and only one is the real one. I think if I remember right, it's based on the shadow or something like that, which one the shadow is, that indicates which one it is. Or maybe it's whichever, like they spawn from the shadow, and the one that moves with the shadow is the correct one. I don't really know, to be honest with you, because again, it's a similar situation with Dragaho-Ho, and you know, all the other bosses I've talked about before. I kill these bosses so quickly most of the time, I don't get to see their full arsenal of attacks, which is kind of not really great, but, well, you know. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Maybe if they had a little more HP. Maybe I could mod the game or something to give them, like, twice their HP so they have a chance to show their attacks off. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. There was definitely a way to tell. I just don't remember what the way to tell is because it's been so long since I've seen it. So, well, you weren't prepared for the inevitable team of brothers coming across the border, were you, Cacletta? You weren't prepared for us. Of course he still has this headgear. How does that even work, man? Her body is still there. Are you just gonna suck out her soul or something? I mean, that's not far from the truth. Oh, okay. Apparently she can shapeshift the things that she's inside of. That's an interesting function. Uh-huh. I say to you, no! No, seriously, don't do it. You don't know what you're playing with, man. Haha! My distraction worked perfectly. Stab him in the dick there, Prince Peasley. Eee! Tasty. So the Beanstar sort of went crazy. Yeah. Some unanswered questions here, I think. Isn't she supposed to be the only pure-hearted maiden in the land? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. It is kind of your kingdom's heirloom. Let's go get it back before we lose it again. Alright, Prince, we'll see you back at the castle with the Beanstar, then. So now we just gotta go to the basement and grab it. I told you the game wasn't over once Cacletta got defeated. She's technically not defeated yet, though, because Fawful sort of, you know, grabbed her energy. So until she's completely gone from the world, I don't think she's gonna be completely done for. She'll be back. But for now, we just need to get to the basement. I think I need to do a little healing, or did I get healed? I did get healed. Awesome. So I don't need to do a little healing. We're good. Let's just save it, and we'll head to the basement. Great, there was another nut in that block. I need to stop putting nuts in these blocks, man. I can't handle all these nuts. There's another one for the phrasing book, if we ever make that phrasing book. I had every intention of eventually going back and doing the phrasing stuff for Persona 5, but I haven't done it yet myself. I should go back and do it at some point. It's just daunting to have to go watch a 3-hour stream through, like, with a careful eye, you know what I mean? To try to find every single instance of phrasing that's ever occurred. Maybe if I would have started the project earlier, I would have actually gone and done it. Yeah, next year. We'll do it next year. I did have a thought about it, though. Like, we could, it would kind of end up being like a group project, where essentially I would watch one of the streams, and then several other people who were on the server would watch one of the streams. Like, we would all end up watching, like, 1 out of maybe 10 episodes. So that way we could each take up some time over the course of like a week to watch one 3-hour episode and find all the cases of phrasing that happened within that episode. And we could just go row by row by row and do it that way. I just don't know if I'd want to do that just yet, because I feel like if I was to ask my viewers to do something like that, I'd have to compensate them for it, and I have no way of paying them yet, so it might not exactly work out, I don't think, so... Nice way to get some fresh watch time, Mono, big brain. Yeah. That's the secret to it there, Nitro. You found out my secret. No, it's fine. I don't particularly care about that. It's just easier than me having to scroll through all of the episodes over and over again, you know? So, I don't mind it. Well, I'm glad that you don't mind it. Yeah, I think it sounds doable. I'm glad that you guys don't mind, because I may ask you at some point to go do that. And what I probably would end up doing is I'd probably like assign a project, basically. I'd be like, okay, this week we're going to do this project to find phrasing situations. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes later. Don't worry about it for now. I'll announce it when we're actually going to go do it. So. Means you get to see all the weird shit again. Yeah, like that weird time with Mara back in Persona 5. And every other situation of weirdness that has ever happened on the stream, because there have been a lot of them, let me tell you. Let's see if these guys stun. Oh yeah, they do stun. I don't know if they stun and get changed color, though, if they're stunned. Let me find out. Nope. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Let's keep practicing knockback bros while we can. I find that typically what happens with the Eker there is it will do either 2 swishes of its arms and then 1 wiggle, or 3 swishes of its arms and 2 wiggles, so. Like how you're really into older women. Shh! That's not supposed to get out, Conker. You gotta go back and watch the Persona 5 streams there, Nitro, because they were a pretty funny time. We didn't end up dating. In the game, if you do the social ranks properly, you can end up dating your school teacher at one point, and she's like probably a little less than twice your age. So that would make the main character in that secretly into older women. But we didn't end up dating her. I ended up dating one of the other girls in the game, who is still older than the main character. Basically, almost every character outside of the party that you can date in Persona 5 is older than the main character, so. Yeah, it happened at one point during P5, yes. What ending did I get? We got the true ending, so. Isn't that illegal? I think there's some excuses for it in Japan. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the whole game was about things being illegal anyway, because the main character was imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. So whether or not it's legal is kind of a moot point, considering the game's all about illegal things happening anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it happened. I think there's some like cases in Japan where it's not considered illegal, but I don't think in Tokyo, I don't think it's legal. I think they mention it even during the playthrough, where they're like, yeah, this can't get out or else we're both dead, basically. And it doesn't get out, basically, at all. So, like, there's no situation where the main character and the teacher are, like, ousted from society for dating one another. But you got the depression ending more times than that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't really big on the idea of the depression ending, so. PC crashed again, don't know why it did though. That's not good. Yeah, I tried to make sure I did everything so that not only I could show it off for my audience, because there were a few people who hadn't played the game at that point in my audience, but also so that I could just get the true ending that way. So. Well, we'll have more refreshing herbs than I'll ever need by the time we're done here, so that's good. Oh, it's too easy with these viruses. I do like the match 3, though. I like that they actually brought that back from Dr. Mario, where you can match 3 and get them to disappear. Like, that's a nice touch. Getting pretty good at that knockback bros there. We should, at some point, be able to get it to advance. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, but... Whoops. There we go. Got him just in time. Luigi's at soup. What's he buying? Yakisoba ramen. That's what he's buying. That's what he's buying, Rockin' Fun. That's what I'll say. Also, hello, Rockin' Fun. How you doing? So, what about your, you know, credit card info? We discussed this. I don't think my credit card info would even do you any good anyway. Like, it's the same thing that a lot of people say, like, where it's like, oh, hey, can you give me your credit card info? It's like, well, you know, what if I have credit card debt that I just haven't told you about? What if my credit card is maxed out and you try to use it and then you get on the hook for the credit card debt? Like, you know, that could be a that could be a problem. So, I know it's a joke. I'm just saying, like, you gotta... Sometimes you gotta be careful with that stuff. You don't want to be stuck with debt. Is he buying clothes, piece of Yoshi? That's probably a little bit more... it probably makes more sense than what I said, so... And hello, piece of Yoshi. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Have I shown off the malfunctioning Mecha Chomp? I don't think so. I think I've just been killing him in one hit so far. We could try to show him off. We'll have to see. You need nano machines, son. So that's what you're really using them to buy there, Rockin' Nitro. Using them to buy, with the 3 numbers on the back, using them to buy nano machines instead of that thermonuclear bomb, huh? Yeah, I can see them being really expensive. Yeah, then your social security number will do, exactly. Oh, there's a 5 in here. I got it! Awesome. Getting all the luck with Mario's rolls so far today. Would Luigi be the fashion hunter type? I could see him kind of being the fashion hunter type. I could see him being more into stylizing, wearing a fancy suit. I mean, he's gotta look good if he's selling off that house of his. I got another 5. Awesome. Actually, give me both and free access to your bank account, yeah. Fair enough, my bank account is about as empty as cleaned out house, so... I mean, if you want to deposit money into it, then I'm all up for that one. Mario's like the old dude archetype wearing the same red stuff over and over. Yeah, Mario, yeah, he sort of just is like, well, I've already got a look. And Luigi's like, nah, I'll try whatever, man, I don't care. That way you'll know my bank secrets. You could always look into the way that I invest my money. That might be interesting. I invest in multiple different places, and I invest using a Roth IRA, but you really, that doesn't really give you too much, I don't think. Let's see if we can get a malfunctioning Mecha Chomp. We'll need just a regular jump command. Okay, there we go. I think it's going to be the opposite thing now, so it'll be Mario there, yeah. Okay, so if they're malfunctioning, the visor will indicate the opposite brother of the one they're attacking, so there you go. There's your malfunctioning Mecha Chomp. Need them. Yeah, RNG really is on my side today, but you're right, RNG is nothing compared to Dem. I would imagine Dem is a lot less random than RNG. I know I just saved it here. Again, just trying to avoid that little issue that I had in the University before where the game had a seizure. We have over 2,000 coins. I'm not going to need 2,000 coins to buy everything I want to buy for the rest of the game. What the hell am I going to do with 2,000 friggin' coins? Ah, okay, we got to do the mouse thing again. So as you may recall, we have to overhydrate Mario and then bang on his head with Luigi's hammer to complete the circuit. So now you have 4 mice that will constantly move back and forth between the walls there, and you have to hit them correctly. If you miss, like that, you lose one. And then you lose another. If you don't have any water left, you can go and refill Mario as many times as you want, but you have to line these up just right. Not like that, obviously. Probably like this. There we go. And the last mouse is Tricky Dick because he'll move all over the place and switch up speeds on you. Nope, I missed him. Damn it. So if you don't complete the circuit and you miss enough of the mice, they will uncomplete the circuit and then you have to recomplete it. So, like all over again. So you gotta get this all in one shot, basically. Well, more like 5 shots, but you know what I mean. Let's see, we want to be right about there. I'm gonna wait for the next one. Damn it. This one's a little tricky. Oh, I don't have any water. I was about to smack Mario in the head and not do anything there. Let's see, maybe right here? Yeah. Maybe right here. There we go. Got it. Yeah, 12 shots. Yes, exactly. Them is nothing compared to what we could buy with Jimmy's credit card info. Yeah, you sell them. Yes, exactly. Mario's a big boy. He does get the biggest boy pants in my notes here. There's some really big stretchy pants that you can get later in the game that give you a bunch of HP and defense for gear, and Mario's going to have them equipped for the end game. So he'll be embracing his inner big boy later. You remember the mouse section? You sucked at it. Don't worry, Rockin' Fun. I suck at it too, so I totally get it. It's not like I got it in one shot there. Jimmy's just saying he has no money because if he told us, we'd try to break in his house. I mean, why do you think Ronald McDonald wanted to break into my house? Let's get these, whoops, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Let's get these chuckle beans before I miss them and have to come all the way back in here later to grab them. Actually, I wouldn't do that because I only need 2 chuckle blends to be completely done with chuckle beans for the game. And we have 40 out of, let me see, 50, 60 that we need total. So, yeah, I wouldn't come back in here just for those 2. I would just get them in other parts of the game. I am, however, going to use this opportunity to restore my HP and my BP. Just because I have a feeling my spidey sense is tingling that when we go up here, there's going to be more than just a bean star waiting for us, so... Yeah, I had a feeling these 2 would show up again. Probably had that feeling because I've played this game before, but, you know... The most illegal way, too, to hide from the cops and to hide drugs under your bed. Starve Teletubbies in your basement. The monster under his bed is helping him hide the drugs. We need to arrest them both. The lore today is getting super in-depth. I like it. Well, I imagine it was shocking. Are you sure you didn't just touch the Tesla coils behind you? That could have been the shocking part. You can't do anything with it, though. You need the voice of a pure-hearted maiden to do anything with it. I mean, I guess it could just get sold around. You're just here to make some quick money. Then again, since we've established that Rookie is Peach, probably not a good place to have the Beanstar, because then Popple could use it for all of his desires, so... Yes, Ronald died a couple of months ago. Don't arrest the monster, he's my friend. The monster didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, Bowser is a pure-hearted maiden, exactly, because Rookie is Peach, so... We don't have Bowser around right now to help us, so we'll just have to make do with Peach over here. Peace is friends with Sans. The monster's just Sans for some reason. Sans is everywhere, though, man. He gets wherever he wants to go. We're back! Like how they taunt them. Why does this always happen? I just said it to the other person that was upstairs there. We're the heroes. We're supposed to show up at the most inconvenient time for you possible. I think it's hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I made a promise to tell me more. Suppose Bowser could lure Peach. You weren't here, piece of Yoshi. We were saying when we first encountered Popple and Rookie at the chateau that Rookie looks awfully familiar, and the chat came up with the idea that, of course, Rookie is Peach. So we've just sort of been rolling with it. So that's where that's. We're not saying he could lure Peach. We're saying that he is Peach. So, like actually Peach. Like pull the mask off, and there's our princess. So. Oh, okay. Guess we're getting in a scrap again. Are we playing tug of war this time, or? Oh, okay. An honorable fight. Got you this time, Popple. I got your number. By the way, if you come down on top of the flames that linger at the back of that attack, it won't damage you, so don't worry about that part. What do we want to use? I think we'll use Chopper Bros on Popple. We'll just get Popple again like we did last time. So we can do this again. And let's do another Knockback Bros just to practice that. And got rid of Popple in one turn. Man, the high-end badges and the Bros Rock are OP. Well, you're throwing more than one hammer now. Yeah, see, like I basically landed on the back half of the lingering fire there, and it didn't damage me. So that's, you know. Rookie is Peach. The game begs to differ. Just fatter. The chateau, like the actual quote begs to differ. I know the quote begs to differ, and they've indicated it completely. It's just. I'm choosing to believe my chat's lore rather than the lore of the game itself, at least until the game completely corrects me, in which case I will deny it and not believe it. Nah, we didn't kill him in one turn. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. I need to pause the game to see what my dog's barking at in a minute, because he's going crazy again, and I'll bet you it's because of the neighbors, and I'm really, not going to be happy if it's because of the neighbors. I've told you once, I've told you a million times, Jaeger. But he is basically, like, it's basically having a dog, if you haven't had a dog before, it's like having a 3-year-old forever. Like, until they inevitably eventually pass away, it's like having a 3-year-old forever. So if you don't have a pet and you're wondering what the experience is like, that's what it's like. I love him to death, but sometimes he can be a bit annoying. Hold on. It was neighbors again, but then he stopped because they went in their house. Oh, Jaeger. Yeah, if the chat says something, it's automatically correct. No evidence needed. Do you like how everyone in the scene is so calm and respectful about the handling of the Beanstar? Well, I would imagine that even as a thief, like, Popple is a citizen of the Bean Kingdom, and even if he doesn't consider it that way, he probably is like, well, you know, it's kind of my loot, see? So if I beat up these palookas and we can take this thing out of here, I don't want it to be damaged, you know? Something like that. Look at Ricky closely, you can see he shares the same body type as Peach. Also, Ricky's using Fire Breath, which is established as a Peach signature move since Spider-Man 2. Don't say that, you'll attract the trolls. Oh, that's fine. The trolls have already been here and gone. They think we're too crazy, I think, sometimes. Could have been anyone else, but Rock and Nitro are firm believers that Rookie is Peach. And I'm inclined to agree with them. Let's see if they're right. Take the mask off, Mario. Oh no, not again. How did it live? I thought the Beanstar broke it. Oh, now it's super pissed! Well, yeah. I think I'm surprised that it's not weighed down as much by that. Get on it! We gotta keep it from flying away! Oh god, it's flying anyway! Eeeeee! I hope we're not gonna go into space or something. Oh god. Luigi! Mario! I remember who I am. I am the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. Peach! I mean, Bowser? No way. No way. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away... Well, apparently Luigi's okay. Where'd Mario go? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Don't make me find you like a Luigi's Mansion! Oh no! He's just... Those crabs have probably had nothing to do for like years and years, and he's just getting his ass kicked. Get the fuck out of here! I don't know why Luigi just turned into Nico Bellic, but you know. Get out of that sand, Mario. I'm the only one who's supposed to Luigi dunk. Well, I have no idea where we are. I know that it just indicated we're in Oho Oasis, but I don't know where Oho Oasis is, so I guess we're gonna have to find our way around here. I mean, mostly attract the bots for some reason. Have to pay respect. What? Impossible. Lies. The game has a bone to pick with me. Yeah, exactly. How is he not dead? It's an RPG. Usually in RPGs, characters can survive falls of infinite height unless they're trying to kill that character off, in which case the character will die from the fall. In this case, they wanted to keep Mario and Luigi alive, obviously, so they survived. Yeah, plot armor, basically. Yes. Using the wrong GBA version, man. Damn it, I knew that playing it on an emulator was the wrong idea. Oh, well. Maybe I should have gotten the director's cut instead. I heard the Wii U got a release for this game. Like, I heard it got re-released on the Wii U, and I could probably play it on the Wii U and have gotten it to be, like, in widescreen or something, but, again, I'm 99% sure we don't have a Wii U, unless my brother bought one at some point and didn't tell me. What does this say? An old tape machine is here. Will you play it? Sure. What you got, old tape machine? It has been a week since our Oho Civilization Research Expedition reached this island. We have named the mysterious creatures native to this island the Oho-G. It is strange. They use the same spoken vocabulary that we do, but none comprehend what they mean. That's interesting. They put it on when the game starts, everyone does it. Yes, exactly. Everyone that needs to be fine from the plot gets plot armor right at the beginning, and then when the game demands it, they take it off so they can die. Right, Dem is better, though. Sure is Bowser regained his consciousness, but knew to play along for the plot. Yes, exactly. Just realized the passport image thing shows the steps to dab. That's what I said at the beginning of the stream there, Nitro. At the opening of the stream, I said, you know what I just realized at the beginning of the stream, Mario and Luigi are demonstrating the means to dab, the 2 steps. And now I can't take it seriously anymore because I'm supposed to be more mature than that. Bowser is Peach. I thought Bowser was King Boo. I love my chat. Yeah, you only have the true ending with Rookie Peach on the limited Russian edition, which is clearly the only way to experience the game. The lore is getting spicy. I love it. I love the lore that this chat comes up with. It's great. Oh, okay. So the blue indicators on the door indicate this is the Thunder Palace. The Fire Palace is somewhere else. We'll have to go find it at some point, but let's look at the Thunder Palace while we're here. I'm sure we'll find a way to get off this island eventually, but might as well check out the sights. I mean, we are technically on a vacation while we're here, so let's go on a vacation. I'm in a fancy island area, so I might as well. I don't think this is the one that has the hidden block in it, so. Peach's FBI agent. FBI agent is Conker. Conker is a hitman. You hear knocking on your door. Now Peach isn't an FBI agent. No, she's CIA, right? Now, excuse me as I genocide the Pokemon population. Alright, PC Yoshi. I don't know if that means you're heading out of the chat, but if you are, take it easy. If not, enjoy your great genocide. I'm sure they'll come back eventually, though, so it shouldn't be any big loss. You're the great Thunderhand. Teach me your ways, O Master. No, I the great liar. I just love some of the ways that they speak here. They're great. I love the Ohoji. They're fantastic. Let's see what Luigi can find in here. Big room. Mario, I found the big room. Hang on there, Mr. Ohoji. I just need to check around first. Yes, that's what the researchers called you. Oh, yeah, I guess, what do you call yourself then? Do you have a name? I don't think we ever find that out. Oh, it's one of those fancy shock globes that you can get, those ones with the electricity, like the static electricity you stick your fingers on and then it zaps to your location. Luigi, let's go play around with it. It's probably an ancient heirloom or something, but I still want to go play around with it. Uh-oh, I think I might have turned the generator out. Wow! Oh, hello. Oh, is it? Okay. Who are the chosen few? Well, the door was not really open. I tunneled under the door, you see. Oh, well, okay then. Yeah, I guess we'll get out of here. We'll play with the globe a different time, Luigi, when we're accepted as the chosen few. Well, not this way. That door's locked. Alright, let's see. And I don't think I can get back underneath this fence because I kind of popped up out of it, so. Feel free to murder that little Timmy. He says he likes wearing shorts because it keeps his knees hydrated. Oh god, that guy. Nothing like genocide in the morning. You're still going to be here at 6 p.m. here? Okay, gotcha. Live in America. Okay. Then feel free to hang out while you genocide the Pokemon. Absolutely. 6, 9, nice. Damn. Oh, y'all are crazy. I love it. Okay, let's touch the fancy Thunder heirloom. See if it zaps to my location. That's a little more zapping than I'd like. Well, that's a fancy trick. Where'd you learn that? Just now. Criminy! And Luigi's dead, typical. Exactly. You impertinent fool! But apparently... Yeah, I'm not dead yet. I'm sure that the thousands of watts of electricity zapping through my body will eventually kill me, but... Or thousands of volts, I'm sorry. I don't think watts can kill you. Because I don't think they... I'm trying to think now of the voltage calculation, because voltage is something that static electricity can have, and any electricity has. And then wattage is like the output, and then you get amps after that. I think. I barely remember my physics classes, to be honest with you, so. Now, Luigi hasn't died yet. No, Luigi is a ghost now. He's going to have to be vacuumed up by Professor Egad later in the game. Ooh, a Thunder Hand technique. That sounds pretty cool. How do you do it? So we get a new technique for our solo actions. You can select a hand power now for Luigi. His Thunder Hand. You charge it up, and then you let it go. And there you go. And yep, it will zap things, and it will light up certain things that need to be zapped. If you see anything that looks like this giant thunder ball that was in the middle of the room here at any point, like it could be a smaller version or even a larger version, you can usually light it up with Thunder Hand. So let's give it a shot. Nice. Luigi's mastered the Thunder Hand. Thank you. It's my first time. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Usually, like I said, it's readily apparent when you need to use it because you'll find a ball that looks a lot like the Thunder Ball here, or there will be an electricity logo over top of it or something. So it's never really anything that you need to be, like, super fancy about. Released him from what? I just barely caught that out of the corner of my eye while I was messing around here. Let's see. Luigi is fucking invincible because plot. Yes, I mean he is, so... Excuse me. You know because you're friends with ghosts so you can detect them? Okay, if we ever run into any ghosts, I'll make sure I come to you there, piece of Yoshi, because you're going to be the one that's going to need to take care of them. I can't get the vacuum from Professor Egad out of this game, so you're going to need to be our resident Ghostbuster. Does Conker know where we all live? Could have sworn Luigi didn't die until he visits Dracula's castle. Maybe. I mean, Conker is an FBI agent, so... But yeah, like I said before, you see a Thunderball, you can Thunder Hand it. Because you can't sense ghosts like I can. Bravo 6 going incognito tab. It's true, ghost sense isn't that strong anymore. But it used to be. Hey Mario, look at this new thing I can do. Yeah, we don't have the brothers action for the hand techniques yet. You can only use the solo actions, so. And there is something you can actually do with the Thunder Hand technique if you get it correct. You kind of need to stand up into the side of these guys a little bit, but if you do this... Nah, I didn't get it right. You got to get it so that you can still use the Thunder Hand, but you're not talking to them, so like something like this. Well, that's interesting. So now we have to face a Berserk Oho-G. This one has been Thunder-handed by Luigi, so it's kind of zappy. I don't know if it's considered spiky, though. Like, I would think that the zapping on the top of their head would indicate that they're spiky, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Either way, let's just... Actually, I'm going to hit them with my hammer and then use knockback throws so I can practice. I think they have a pretty decent-sized HP pool, though, if I remember right, so... Yeah. Well, that did it, so... You can get some Oho-G wear from them if you're lucky, but... And don't worry, they're, yeah. These guys are great. They're not actually dead when you kill them in battle. They just jump back up like nothing happened. So don't worry about using it on them. They'll be fine. They are the residents of this island, after all. They have to know how to survive through something like getting zapped or, you know, anything like that. So what does the Oho-G wear give us? Well, a little less HP, a lot more defense. But I think I'm going to keep the ones that I've got, honestly. I think the defense up gives me a little more defense than that, so... Actually, they are dead. He's a ghost, too. Okay, well, fair enough. So basically what you're saying is that a ghost who vacuumizes is basically committing suicide. So they can get away with murder but not climb a gate. Yeah, yeah, they can't climb a gate, unfortunately. They don't have the ability to clamber onto walls in this game. Like, they can't grab... ledges to jump up them, so... Where's Roach? Wait. Isn't Roach dead? I forget. Sorry, Nitro, if Roach is dead, but I'm forgetting my Call of Duty lore. Alright, let's explore the rest of the island, and definitely not zap any more of these guys. There's another one of those Black Crocs. Can't do anything about that just yet. Gonna need a really strong hammer for that. You think you can get away with beating Mario up? How about that? Alright, I'm done abusing the wildlife. Let's go do something else. Here's another rally block. So we'll just do this like we've been doing. We'll do 5 coins for the first 2, and then we'll get serious for the next one. Okay, so that's that. At least you got a new friend. Yeah, I guess that's fair. As long as you get a new friend out of the deal, I guess it's not a huge problem. There you go, Stam. You need to step up your lore. One of these days we'll have enough lore to make an entire wiki page out of, I'm sure. Alright. How many coins can we get out of this block? 10 plus whatever I get here. And if I have to blink, I'm going to lose it, but that's okay. Again, it's not like we need them or anything. I'm just doing this to see if I can get the high score. I gotta get the high score, Dad. How am I gonna prove myself to my friends if I don't get the high score? Damn it. 29 ain't bad, though. Get back here. There we go. I'm not done abusing the wildlife, apparently. You know what? You get to live, Mr. Hermit Crab. You get to live today. Oh, hey, another tape player. Let's see what this one says. Imagine if Phil Swift was in this game and it turned into a horror game. Oops, caps. Nitro. Almost spat out my drink. That would be pretty funny, though, if it turned into a horror game because Phil Swift was here. Oh, man. It's been 3 weeks since our research expedition arrived here. The time, it speeds by. Today we made a most surprising discovery. We approached a red Ohoji and happened to ignite it in a bizarre accent. How do you happen to ignite something? Like, how is that a coincidence? Like, you definitely did it on purpose. The moment this red Ohoji was touched by the flames, it turned into a monster. This monster Ohoji attacked us, as might any creature that dislikes being set on fire. Unfortunately, the researcher who was attacked then transformed into an Ohoji. We must conclude that it is best not to approach an Ohoji if one plans to set it afire. Rather, it is better to stand a short distance away and then set fire to it if one wishes. Surely the blue Ohoji will respond to some stimuli that also transform into monsters. It may invite trouble, but clearly this must be researched more. Science demands it. And now the entire expedition team is probably all of these Ohoji that we're seeing. The end. Great. I don't think they needed to research it that much. That was a Ratchet and Clank kind of moment there, really. Research it so much they end up turning into Ohoji themselves. How tragic. Okay, I think this is the palace that has the Hoobine in it, because that way is the way into the Fire Palace. Hi there. Yes, I went to the Thunder Palace already. I think if you go over here, there it is. Another Hoobine for our collection. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. I do need that actually though, so we'll keep it. We'll keep it, why not? Me too, man. Always. Every day, I'm tired. I think it's because it's winter time though. I know it's not a vitamin imbalance. I just got a blood test done and my vitamin D levels are only one level below optimal level, so I know it's not that. What would I do if I meet up with the big firebrand in the room ahead? I don't know. I kind of want to find out now. We're gonna go see. How about that? I am you. Wait, hang on. Oh. I am you. I am me. Does not compute. Shutting down. I forget if that's how it went. I have to go rewatch that video now. It's Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories in a nutshell. It's a pretty good video. Apparently this one's a hot rock. And I turned off the power again. Great. Oh, thank you. Unless they were cavemen or something, I don't know. It's been 3 weeks since Mono gave up on making sense out of the lore. I tired, Bowser is killed. Yeah, I guess that's true. Again, when we eventually have enough lore to make a wiki page, maybe then I'll be able to make sense of it. We should time travel and give Native Americans guns. Didn't they bring guns over when they first discovered Native Americans? I mean, I guess you could time travel to before when Europeans came to the United States. Well, it wasn't the United States back then. Like to before then, and like, give them guns. They could be like, they could just like shoot them from the bushes or something. I mean, that would probably mean all the rest of us wouldn't be here, but you know. We're doing just pancake references now, Jimmy. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, gotta. They made the quote, so I just had to respond the only way I knew how. Bowser's fine. Apology for bad English. Don't sense any dead energy from him. Where were you when Bowser died? I was at home when phone ring eating chips. Sounds like a where were you when 9/11 happened thing. But that's gonna make this depressing, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna stop on my thought process. You guys can keep going for... It's good, you guys keep going. I'm just gonna slow down on my brain, that's all. Oh, have you? Are you the furtive pygmy? Sounds like you've been waiting a long time. Yeah, that's a long time. I don't know, man. There was a little hole in the wall, and I just sort of jumped through. Figured there might be some secrets back here. No, where Bowser is still active, still alive. Bowser is kill, no Nitro, yes. Rock is the Trevor Phillips of the are you as confused as I am right now, dude? Because I'm really confused, but I think I'm confused for a different reason. I don't know, man. You're the all-powerful deity floating in front of the hot rock. Why don't you tell me? I don't even know if I'm allowed in here. Oh god, now we're both confused. I can see that. Sure, it's very humorous. You might even say it's a bone in the arm. Alright, I'm gonna touch the hot rock. That was a terrible pun, I'm sorry. Oh, that's hot. That's really hot. Oh, okay, apparently Mario's gonna get the same sorts of powers as Luigi, but I don't think we're gonna get thunder out of this one. Nope, now we can set our hands on fire. Oh, he's back, he must have remembered. Well, they do say if it's important, it'll come back to you when you're forgetting things, so. Apparently so. You mean this blistering hand power? I mean, I have the hand power, don't I? Sure. Your post says it all. Why don't you teach me then? I kind of already know because I've already seen solo hand powers, but they don't, basically you don't have to go into the Thunder Palace first. You could go here first if you want. So they can't tell you which one to go to first, so they're gonna teach you how to use them both, just the same way. And admittedly it is a little different because Mario's is fire power instead of thunder, so. Okay, sure, let's give it a shot. Let's shoot some fireballs without a fire flower. Makes perfect sense to me. Well, we can't shoot them. They don't come out of our hands. They just sort of sit there. But Mario has mastered the firebrand. Awesome. Confused stonks. Yes, exactly. Do you look bald in chat? You probably do. That depends on if you the bit indicator, like what part of that is hair. You know, like if the gray part is just balding, then yes, but if the gray part is hair, then you got a bald spot. You're dead to me. And Mario is fine. Yes, exactly. He was good. Noble Conquer sent you a photo of what your webcam sees somehow. This hand begs to get differ, though. This hand of mine glows with an awesome power! Lucky webcam. Also, why in the absolute fuck would Conquer hack my webcam? I don't know. Ask him. Conquer, we need to talk. What? I haven't done anything. Today. I've been elsewhere. Today. I try one extra Big Mac with a bunch of french fries and beer. I don't know if it's gonna... Well, actually, no. Thinking about it, Rockin' Fun. If you wanted one of those, we probably could ship you one from the United States and it would be fine when it got there. Like, maybe the lettuce or something wouldn't be good, but the rest of it would probably still be good. Anybody ever seen Super Size Me? Because that indicates it probably would be fine. Anyway, yeah, we can light up things that are like torches or flammable objects now, so... Thank you for the teachings, oh master! Excuse me. I'm choking on my own spit today, apparently. That's real gross.
I hate when that happens.
Me too, man. Me too. Alright, let's light up this torch to open up the gate. Yes, you have seen Super Size Me, and it was boring. Yeah, the only part of Super Size Me that I personally was like, yeah, you know, this is really interesting, is when they stuck the french fries in a bag for like 6 months. And it was, like, the french fries were literally just as good 6 months later as they were the first time. Other than that, I was kind of like, yeah, this is only alright, you know? Alright, so let's get him to do that, and then here's what you have... Aneurysm, seizure again. Here's what happens if you light up a red Ohoji. Similar sort of gobbledygook speak. And then we can attack them. Let me hammer you. I think I might be able to demonstrate something here, but I'm not sure if I'll kill him with it. I think they're weak to the reverse element, if I remember right, so let's do this. Yep, there you go. So basically the hand powers, what they're good at doing is they're good at getting critical hits on enemies that have a weakness to certain elements. Oh, well, good. I'm glad that a little bit of fire was all it took to reborn you. He must be the phoenix of this game. But yeah, so you can get critical hits on enemies that are weak to certain elements. Typically speaking, mechanical enemies are weak to electricity, and enemies with, well, what would the fire weakness be? Enemies with something flammable on them are weak to fire. So basically, if you use a little bit of ingenuity, you can get weaknesses and get critical hits. And your hand powers potentially can deal the most damage of any of your attacks if you get critical hits with them. So that's pretty nice. It helps out quite a bit. In order to get off the island, now that we've explored both the palaces, you actually have to hit both of these switches with the power that you just got from the palaces. So that's why we couldn't go anywhere before this. Hey Garrick, it's going good. Doing pretty good. How's it going for you there? Welcome to Mario and Luigi. Superstar Saga. Mono is dying while playing a kid's game. I mean, is that really that shocking, Nitro? But you got it out of class. Got out of class time, so that was for the best. Yeah, me too. We saw it in our health classes, so that's we got out of that too. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good use of class time, I think. Typical Monday for Conker, the usual first Monday of a month on Hitman duty. Killed an innocent man, good. By reborn, he means reborn into the afterlife. Great. That's one less loose end. Is Garrick still scared of arrows? Just curious. I don't remember that, to be honest. I don't know if Garrick remembers that, to be honest. Just identifying the dead. Yeah, chat today is wild, Garrick. The memes are everywhere, so... Whoa! Ooh, that was close. So if you need to get back up these yellow pipes here, you can have both of the brothers put their feet on them and then move up. If you drop one of the buttons, they'll slide down, and if you don't hit it in time, they'll hit their butts on the bottom of the pipe there. But they'll be fine, so don't worry about it. How many arrows does one baby need to learn French can-can? Depends on where you stab them. Mario almost died with Luigi. Give to them, yeah. Oho Ocean, tips for novice divers. You can swim by doing solo jumps on the ocean floor. Tap the buttons quickly to float higher and higher in the water. When two people swim together, they can move much faster through the water. So yeah, you can do solo jumps to swim, but if you want to swim fast, doing solo jumps only lets you go at this brisk pace. If you have both people jump, though, you can move a lot faster. So that's good. We'll be using that to travel around here, so... Conker should be the serious bald guy in a suit, not me. Yes, knives to learn how to dance. How are they... I know what you're going to say, Nitro. How are they breathing underwater? Yeah, I don't know. I've stopped questioning with this game, to be honest. Of course, that means this isn't going to work underwater, but it's going to work because it's magical fire. Yeah, we broke reality a long time ago, Nitro. This is just... It's just becoming acute here, that's all. What's with the memes? Confused Travolta. Oh, it's just the chat today, that's all. We're just all having a whole lot of fun with memes today, that's all. No particular reason for it, just for the hell of it. We have a new enemy here, by the way. We have Goom Divers. I'm not sure if they're weak to electricity. I don't think they are. I'm just gonna beat them, whatever. It don't matter. We're good. I probably should do this and then do a knockback bro since I haven't advanced that yet. There we go. See if it breaks out of it. Yep. Gotcha. The timing on that one is a little weird, because you kind of have to jump, like, just as they're coming down from their jump arc there in order to hit them, so. It's fine, Luigi can be brought back. We just need a pure maiden to make a wish. I mean, I think Daisy's a pure maiden, so he'd probably be happy with that. Already dead, they just lack the brain cells to realize it. Physics are a joke. Take it from Monsoon, Garrick. Now there's a pretty meme. Exquisite. Luigi's dead, so breathing doesn't concern him. We gave Mario infinite breathing last game. That's right, I think that was in the last game. I didn't recall that, yeah. I think you're right, though. Stupid enough, you can't Can't rock a bald head. Try to be as close to being like an NPC as much as possible. How much for your French fries, NPC Conquer? We just need Will Smith to say, it's rewind time. Look through a telescope and say, ah, that's hot. That's hot. That's the only part of the rewind I actually saw was that, because it's like a meme, basically. You can fight all of these Goom Divers if you want. I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna ignore them, unless they do that. It's alright. Mario's the fastest guy alive at this point, so, besides Sonic. So we can move first. He's the fastest guy in this battle. That's all I know. Here's the second attack Goom Divers can do. They'll slowly meander over top of you, and then you can hammer them. Nothing too hard. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Alright, gentlemen, let's jump for our lives here, because I don't want to get Goom dove upon. Is that like Goom Dovahkiin? I hope not. That would be scary, man. Alright, this one we need Thunder to light up. It's a jellyfish. I get it. Don't worry about it, Rock. Who's the fastest guy in bed? That's a good question. Slowly raising hand. No. Murder is fun. Peace, because he's dead. It's legal when the cops aren't around. I wonder how many times I've demoralized my friends in this Pokemon game by murdering their teams. I'm sure they're okay with it. They could just scurry off to a Pokemon Center. What's not okay there is their wallets. Anything is legal when the cops aren't around. He was in bed before any of us could even think about it. I can just sense the dead. Yeah, Peace is like, was Ryan Reynolds dead in R.I.P.D.? It's been such a long time since I've seen that movie. But he could sense the dead too, I think. I don't think he was quite dead. I think he like almost died or something like that. And then there's a lot of bloopers here, by the way, that we're gonna go fight now, apparently, because, oh, of course they hit Mario. But yeah, I think he was sensitive to the dead in that movie, if I remember right, so. No, I didn't time that correctly. Oh well. These bloopers are only able to be hit by jumps, by the way, unless you use something like Knockback Bros. If you try to hit them with the hammer or your hand, it won't work, because those are grounded attacks, so. What you usually want to do here is when they're going after Luigi, you want to take your hammer out just as they're starting to their third little upward motion there. So. There is an upper area there, but we can't get to it quite yet. Unless you're in the 3DS version. If you're in the 3DS version, you can get to it, but there's nothing really for us up there anyway, so. We'll come back here later when we have more jumping abilities. What do you think this is, Simon? Apparently so. Alright, we gotta light these up in exactly the same order that they did, so we gotta go 1, 4, I think 3 is next. I wasn't really paying attention, but we're gonna find out in a second. Yep. Then 5, and then 2. The rule of primacy and recency in effect, ladies and gentlemen. You always remember the first ones and the last ones, but the stuff in the middle just gets jumbled right up. I can go this way, so. Uh-oh, Goom Diver. What we got here? You have a connection with death. He wants you to convert more souls into the dead, but you were too lazy to. You still get paid, though. Well, as long as you still get paid for it, that's at least a good thing. Share some of your connections with your Wi-Fi sucks. Rock's once again asking you for financial support, Mono. Again, if he doesn't mind me just taking my wallet out and a little moth flying out, that'd be about all you get out of me. Remember, Twitch doesn't pay me until I make $100 on a paycheck here, and they haven't paid me in, like, I want to say 15 months. I'm surprised I'm still an affiliate. I thought you were supposed to get paid at least once every 12 months in order to keep your affiliate status, but apparently not. Ghost Gym Trainer is murdering every other gym leader except Marnie and Piers right now. Oh boy. Well, he's on a tear. He's doing pretty good. It's good of him, though. Hey, SB, how's it going? Welcome. We are under the sea. Under the sea. I don't know if it's better down where it's wetter, so don't take it from me. But let's keep moving and try not to get ambushed by bloopers and Goom Divers. Jesus, they're everywhere. Get away from me. I don't even know where I'm going, man. I can't get up here. Alright, let's just keep looking. There's got to be an exit here somewhere. Well, I found it, but I also found Oh, I found a new enemy while we're at it. Okay. Watch me get my, like, other gold beanie spike badge out of these guys. Because these are just undersea pest nuts, basically. So I think they might even be called exactly that. Yeah, they're just pest nuts. So they are weak to fire, though, if I recall correctly. Yep. Like I said, there's the second spike badge. Now, thankfully, you don't have to beat the beanie, because the beanies apparently float when they're underwater, so you don't have to beat them if you beat the pest nut, so. I would, however, recommend you beat the pest nuts first, because if you don't, they can run into you just like the pest nuts on land, and these ones, I think, can poison you, if I remember correctly, so you gotta be a little careful with them. And I got a third one. So this is where you were all hiding. God damn it. Whatever. It's fine. I win. Oh, hey, we even advanced Knockback Brothers. Nice. Well, we're done advancing now, so now I don't have to use as many bros attacks. Awesome. And there's 2 spike badges for us, so now we can equip them for spiky enemies. Not that we need them just yet. We will need 2 spike badges, though, soon, but we're gonna get a better one, basically, pretty soon. So don't worry about it. I need an F-22 and a machine gun. Also, Luigi is deceased as a slant rye. I think you're right, though. I gotta look that back up, like what exactly a slant rhyme is, but I think you're right. It's just a different kind of rhyme, if I remember right. See, I hear you say this, it's a slant rhyme, though, and all I can think in my stupid 12-year-old brain is Luigi is deceased. God damn it. The only way to slow his depression down is to... That seems like an awfully strange treatment option. Meanwhile, near the border... you can allow yourself a machine gun, but you won't pack you a bento. Give me food and your credit card info. Oh no, Peach is at the border! Never letting that go. Oh, I got a bad feeling about what's gonna happen. Hey, watch your mouth. Did you just assume her gender? Are you implying that Luigi is gaining love? Love? Oh, hi, Bowser. Yeah. Need money too. I don't get paid for stalking people. Yeah, good to know you're alive. Yeah, I guess it is pretty good to know that Bowser's alive because, you know, he's been kind of MIA for a little while. Of course, he may wish he's dead at this point because of what's about to happen. Recall that Cackletta can possess the things that she is inside of, and I'm pretty sure she just entered Bowser's brain. So that's not good. Well, that's a problem for later. For now, we've got to get back to the Beanstar and make sure it's okay. Actually, we should probably go tell the people of the castle that the heirloom they've been protecting for thousands of years broke into pieces. They would probably want to know that so they can get somebody on that. Probably us, but, you know. Let's go see. What do you see, Luigi? Ah, Prince Peasley, hello. I got some bad news for you there, man. Well, we almost did, but we can survive Falls of Infinite Height, thankfully. The Beanstar was not so lucky, though. Yeah, basically what he said, I think. Well, yeah, I would think you guys would be pissed, considering, you know, it is your heirloom. Oh yeah, well, I guess we could just volunteer our help. That works, too. Oh, what for? Oh, really? I mean, I thought she was already here. I just saw her in a mask down by the Beanstar, but... Yeah, what's she doing here? Is she just gonna be a mute the whole time she's here, or what? Well, I guess that's fair. We might want to have a royal escort in case she starts spewing royal speech bombs everywhere by accident. Okay, so we gotta go to Bean Bean Airport so we can meet up with the princess. And yeah, it's south of Bean Bean Castle. If we go in the direction of Woohoo University and we go over to that gate that I unlocked before going inside of the University grounds, we can go that way to get to the airport. So we'll go do that in a little bit. Yeah, level of violence. I knew it. Peasley's the best character. He's really good. I like Peasley a lot myself, so. Brian is more genocidal than Frisk or Shara. Phil Swift, on the other hand, not even the Burger King can stop him. And here we thought we were done with the genocidal maniacs when Ronald McDonald died. Oh well. I guess I wasn't so lucky. I can high jump there. Let me go. Whoa! I didn't see that bomb there. So I think if you use a hand power on these bombs, they blow up. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I don't want to test and find out, to be honest. Okay, I guess they got like 30 HP. Didn't quite hit that correctly. Oh, I know how to do this. Hang on. Like that. There you go. I forgot how to do the timing for that one. So the timing isn't to hit them, because if you hit them, they explode. If you hit the ground before they get to you, though, they'll fall over, and then they won't explode. So, yeah. I don't fight these bombs very often, so I didn't really remember the methodology there. Fighting them in the field is a little crazy, though, because as you can see, at some point their fuse goes off and they go freaking... How did you get up here? Oh, you're not up here. You're just... It's just an emulator thing. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I have never seen that before. How the hell? But no, he's not up here. Okay, and we found another warp pipe. We still haven't found number 2, but we've found 5 out of the 9, so that's not bad. And if we want, we can warp directly back to the castle. And I think I'm going to do that. We'll explore the rest of the beach later when we actually need to explore around here. We don't need to do that for right now, so... Let's go back to the castle. We don't need to come back here at this point, because I don't think there's even anything new in the shops, but I'm going to probably sell a couple of things and make a couple of drinks, so go do that. Let's use syrup, regular syrup. What drinks can I make? I can't make any of the Who Bean drinks yet, but I can make, let's see. I can make one of the Chuckle Blends. Let's go do that! Let's see. Fucked up how we drink our drinks but never food our food. They always ask, where are my heels, but they never ask, how are your feels? I remember seeing that on the Final Fantasy XIV Reddit. I thought it was hysterically funny. Ooh, he's an issue. I'll kill him. Just kill them all in mono. I can't die anyway. Well, that's good. I'll just throw you at any of those sorts of problems then, since you're immortal. That's awesome. Deserve to die for existing. Get the fuck out of the way. Yeah, get the fuck out of the way. Upset the Undertale fandom. Nah, well, I don't think there's any of the Undertale fandom here, so I think we're fine. Does the fandom still get pissed about stuff for Undertale, though? Like, it's been years, man. I would think they would have all found something else to get pissed at by now. I don't know. If we think about it, aren't nuggets basically chicken titties? Well, no, Rockin' Fun. I don't think they actually are, because if you know what goes into chicken nuggets, it's just like the stuff from chickens. Like, any part of the chicken could, like, I know this is a joke, but any part of the chicken can go into a nugget. Even bones can be ground up and go into a chicken nugget. So it's more of like a chicken sausage, basically, is what a chicken nugget is. I know that you didn't need me to get that in depth about chicken nuggets, but I think that supersized me coming back again. So anyway, let's make a Chuckle Blend and give Mario something to drink. There we go. Don't body shame chicken titties. It's just fucking illegal as fuck. Said he disliked Toriel. Oops, there's another mass riot. Ah, well. Wouldn't be the first time we had a mass riot in my chat, I'll be honest with you, peace. Toriel wasn't that good of a character, IMO. Also told people Char was evil. And another one. Neo had some serious wasted potential. Point. We got a Chuckle Blend. Awesome. Hey, Professor, what's up? Yeah, we made a Chuckle Blend. It looks like a deeper coffee than the other ones. It's also full of laughs, I heard. Wanted a Neo fight. I don't even remember Neo. Was that in Deltarune? I haven't played Deltarune yet. I said I was gonna one day, but then I said I'll probably do it for the stream after I do Undertale at some point, and then I just never did. So, one of these days. I have a million bazillion things to do on the stream, so... Oh, Neo is Mettaton's original form. Okay. See, this is how long it's been since I played Undertale. I probably haven't played it since, like... God, I want to say 2016, I think? Something like that. Yeah, I kind of wasted, to be honest. It wasn't actually his original form. That's right, wasn't he, like, a bunch of different things before becoming a robot? I don't quite recall. God, Undertale's lore is so deep. Anyway, let me tell Professor Egad about this new drink. Oh, really? Wow, you got a good nose there, Professor. That's some bloodhound nosing you got there. Sure, there you go. I think Mario gave him the last one, so... I guess we'll just try to alternate the brothers at which one makes them. scrumptious? Yes, it does. Glad you like it, Professor. Nice. Thank you. I barely did anything. We just stuck it through your little grinder, so... Oh, what do we get this time? The bonus ring. Is that the experience one? Uh-oh. Professor, are you okay? I don't think coffee's supposed to be spicy. Uh-oh, it probably ran through him like water. Yes, SB. Yes, it is the original Luigi's Mansion theme. Well, I don't know if it's the original. It's probably a GBA remixed version. Yeah, same professor from Luigi's Mansion, yes. Yeah, Professor Egad makes a bunch of cameo appearances because this is his coffee shop, so. Let's let him go to the bathroom before I read the rest of the chat. That's not good. Yeah, apparently so. Maybe you took too much of a sample then. I just got why the... I don't know if it's just because it's a second drink, but it's probably the most appropriate drink I could have made for this second drink. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Oh no. Professor, how could you forget to build toilets? That's not even legal. Well, I guess that'll work. Yes, but he's probably gonna clean up the mess before it happens. I don't know how he keeps getting out of that vacuum. So anyway, I was saying before, I just had a stupid fridge brilliance moment in my head when we made the Chuckle Blend, right? So the professor just had to go to the bathroom because the Chuckle Blend ran through him like water. What stat does the Chuckle Blend give? Speed. I'm fucking brilliant. God damn it. Oh, damn it. I didn't even intend for that to happen, and it still happened. Oh, no. Okay, so, anyway. Now that we have taken care of that, we need to head for the Bean Bean Airport. But I'm going to save it right here, because that's going to do it for today's episode of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, the Stream Edition. I'm going to read through chat, and then we're going to be done. But before I do that, will we be able to find Peach at the Bean Bean Airport? What was the secret at the bottom of the Beanstar puzzle that Prince Peasley was talking about? And is she going to destroy the Bean Bean Kingdom when she accidentally opens her mouth? We'll have to find out on the next episode, which will be on, what's today, Monday? Tomorrow will be the next episode at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me read the chat now, and then we'll be done. Let's see. Let's see, because Undertale fandom was partially reborn with the Deltarune announcement. Oh, okay, gotcha. See, I didn't know that part. Like I said, I haven't played Deltarune, so raid Area 51 to find out. But yeah, same professor from Luigi's Mansion, so probably just a form Alphys coded to Mettaton after she said what the human was doing. That's right, because Alphys created Mettaton, didn't she? God, I always forget about these details. Got past 10k mono points. Congrats, Rockin' Fun. I have no idea what they do. But I'm glad you got past 10k. And then he died in one hit. Yomif says 69,420 mono points. Nice. Yeah, one hit. Killed him in one hit. Game is too easy. Game is Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku. Where the fuck did that come from? I think I'm tired. My brain is saying stupid shit now. So fucking good at watching streams. Neo is just Sans, but lower budget. Only takes one hit to kill, but can't dodge. There's a missed Undertale opportunity on the Genocide route. You do 42,063 instead of, you know... yeah. Could have been something else. Would have been nice to have an extra 6 damage. Asgore can dodge, fun fact. Oh, can he? See, I didn't know that. Since when? Big brain. Dodge Undine's attack, so apparently he can dodge. Maybe he just doesn't in fight with you. I don't even know if enemies can dodge in Undertale. I don't remember ever having them dodge. Then again, I've only ever done the neutral route at like a low level, but not the lowest level, because that's the pacifist route, so... I don't know, his brain big. I need to go rest my big brain now. I was talking to Use, he just doesn't use it. Oh, he just doesn't use it, okay, since grief. And Luigi is still dead. Oh, it's the end of the stream. Let me pick up the brain cells I left at the entrance. Yes, you can pick up all of your brain cells at the entrance. If you need brain bleach for what has gone on today. Today's been relatively clean, though, all things considered. We haven't had mention of, like, anything I think we would need brain bleach for. And I'm going to stop the stream before Rockin' Fun gets any ideas, so... Should suggest the Genocide route of Undertale for the next stream. I don't even know if I could bring myself to do that, Nitro, but you can, if you want. Yeah, PC, if you want to join the Discord, you can go below the stream there. There's a bunch of panels down there. It includes my Twitter handle, my YouTube channel, and my Discord server, along with my stream suggestions, which you can get in on if you want. So, unfortunately, I don't have a night bot for it just yet, unfortunately, SB. So, one of these days I will set one up, maybe even for the next set of streams. We'll have to see. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here because I could sit here and talk forever, so I'm just going to get out of here now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream and all that. I'm leaving. Bye. I'm the bot. Yes, thank you, Rockin' Fun. Thank you for being the sub-in bot. I appreciate that.